Staying up to forget, but baby we'll fall. We all go dancing down, and paradise is found. We're shaking up the ground, 'cause there ain't no stopping love. So there ain't no stopping love. No, there ain't no stopping love. There ain't no stopping we could be flying free, leave our worries below. Safe and sound, no one around, say the word and we'll go. But baby we'll fall. We all go dancing down, and paradise is found. We're shaking up the ground, 'cause there ain't no stopping love. So there ain't no stopping love. No, there ain't no stopping love. There ain't no stopping
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Queen of the Hill series event. This one's been a while since we actually came back, but this time we have a new format, a whole new look, and amazing commentators for tonight's event. With that being said, welcome to the Queen of the Hill series versus, supported by Paidia. Shoutouts to Dynamic Focus on production tonight as well. Tonight's event is going to be focused on a point race for our competitors. They will be hopping into rank to get as many points as possible to qualify into tomorrow's top 8 bracket, where top 8 will be able to be paid out. Definitely check out the Matcherino, as well as check out some of the competitors that we're going to be watching today. I'm going to go ahead and send it off to our commentators, Ahe and Swell. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. My name is Swell. Thanks for being here with us. I am joined by Ahe, and we are here for some Guilty Gear Strive for the Queen of the Hill series for Paidia Gaming. I'm very excited to be here. This is a really interesting and unique format, too, trying to race for these ranked points. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Ahe, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. This is my first time in commentary in about a year, so I'm definitely excited to be bringing it back in with an event that's as amazing as Queen of the Hill, and so happy to finally be commentating with you again, Swell.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a delight to work together. And of course, thanks to Saki Sakura for helping to organize a lot of this, and the Dynamic Focus team as well for providing their support. And Ahe, too, I just always got to point out, while it is your first time back on commentary in a minute, you wear so many hats. I am always impressed with how much you are doing in the FGC, whether it's organizing, commentating, or whatever else. And we are going to hop right into our first match here. This is going to be a ranked point race here. We got Mira coming up right now. Mira, very strong soul player, and we are already into the action and already have an opponent found. Let's get to it. Got a May for
against a May. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Despite it being Soul and May, two very commonly played characters, not a matchup that I've actually got a lot of experience in seeing. But Mira already coming out incredibly dominant.
Yeah, that's a first round down there for Mira. And you can also see as well that all the participants, or the vast majority of our participants, are also streaming their runs as well. So you can also watch from their perspective, and we'll be tuning into their different runs here going on right now. But it looks like this might be a quick first game here for Mira. Gonna get some easy points on the board here. Exploding this Mei against the wall. Oh, not quite dead yet. Gonna need one more touch here. Ooh, throw from
Great
Mei
grab
here.
there from the Mei player.
Oh, with the DP, that's
Good crush
unfortunate.
counter.
Had the burst, but got spaced out on the burst, and the Mei is going to be able to turn this into some offense of their own. Going to get the positive bonus here, and might be able to close it out if they can get towed. Oh, nice BRC in there.
All right,
catches with the
and
close S.
okay, Mira just halfway towards getting her first point now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and as Saki pointed out earlier, this is a little bit of a unique format here. We're doing a race through ranked to see who can get as many points as possible in the 2 hours of gameplay that we've got going on here. And then after that, they'll be seeded into a bracket for tomorrow. So Mira's already on their way to getting some points on the board right now, but going to have to win another game against this Mei player here before they can get on the board.
All right, the Mei player looks like they're really starting to get an idea of how Mira is playing, sitting with a very large life advantage right now. Mira trying to find a little bit of space, now closing the space immediately as soon as I say it. But as a sole player, it's what you expect.
Oh, absolutely. And Mira as well, an absolute beast of a player, has a lot of accolades to her name here as well. So this is no surprise to see her turn this around. Already equalizing that life score, or that life total, rather. Nice with the RC after the Dolphin there. Going to be able to get into the knockdown. Spends a second RC there and able to close out the round.
All right, Mira definitely having to work to get this point. All right, great use of the DP. The hitbox on that is always so surprising. Every time I'm hit by it, I'm always like, no, not this time. Right? But as always, surprised by it.
Oh, nice. I like the RC up there to guarantee the timing and the spacing and get that close S for the follow-up. Good stuff here. Ooh, with the overhead kiss.
All right, we've seen Mira come back from a huge life deficit already. Let's see if we're going to be seeing this again.
Oh, that angle was so weird.
Time.
It's like got underneath the Dolphin, but then it's still connected. That angle was bizarre.
Guilty Gear.
But hey, right? That's what I like about these games, though, is that like because you have so much push to the extremes in this game series, not just Strive, but just Guilty Gear in general, you get all these bizarre interactions that you might not see in other games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that forced untech there with the 2K going up against the wall here. Give him the Tyrant Rave.
All right, definitely very back and forth so far, but now we're seeing an incredibly dominant round by Mira. Now just 1 point away from getting her first point.
All right, just need to take one more round
away
here.
From getting her first point, I think may have been a better phrasing.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We all got what you mean
first
here.
one back on commentary in a year. We're going to expect a few slip-ups here and there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like we stepped away here. Oh, we got going on here. Blow it up with a Tyrant Rave.
We got radio
more.
commentary now. All right.
You know, it's like that sometimes. We get by. So that was Mira there, able to get a point on the board here. Oh, no, still going? There we go. There's the slash. Sorry there. We got a whole lot of screens going on here trying to manage all this, but we're making it work here. Mira able to get on the board there, taking a victory with game 1. Nicely done. Or game 2, rather. No, game 3 in their first set of it, though. There we are.
Too many numbers. I got lost there, too.
Right? And thank you for joining us all. If you want to, feel free to shout the stream out to other folks so we can get some other people brought on in here.
Make sure also to check out the Matcherino. We do have, I believe, 1,000 in the pool is where this starts at.
Yeah, there is a lot of money on the line here for these players and what they're competing for. So they are very motivated to try to win this here. And I think we're going to move over to Palushina now, who is going to be playing on Jacko, I believe. Always a big fan of watching Jacko play.
Jacko gameplay.
Oh, Jacko is wild. Love that character. It's like not quite the Venom function, but there's still adjacent equivalencies to the Venom function with how things ricochet and bounce around with the minions and the sets. It's not quite the same in a lot of ways, but I do like it quite a bit, or like her quite a bit rather. I don't think Jacko uses its pronouns.
One of the things I do also really like with Jacko is that I do find her to be one of the more expressive characters in this game. Yes. I do tend to see some very samey gameplay for a lot of characters, but with just the amount of tools, especially the minions that Jacko has, there's never a Jacko that plays similarly. So that's definitely one of my favorite things for her. Definitely a star in our DLC so far.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we got Palu Sheena brought up on stream now, and I think we should be getting into the action there momentarily. Already into the match here, trying to get some sets here. Oh, I love this color choice too. Very nice Jacko color from Palu Sheena.
Mm-hmm. All right, very back and forth so far. Sitting at about equal life. All right, Sheena finding her opening, starting to get a little bit of corner carry.
Ooh.
Great Roman cancel here. And we've gone completely coast to coast.
Yeah, we got the minion toss there into the sets as well. Gonna get the positive bonus. What we got for the follow-up here out the gate. Okay, okay, Orca missed, came across the backside there, able to close out the round. Nice. We got these Mei players swinging. We got two. Man, Mei is our most featured character so far, and not even on anybody that we have playing for us in this sequence here. Or series.
Yes, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, we don't have any Mei players. That's actually very surprising. Mei being a very popular character.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's interesting as like the DLC characters come out too. You see people's tastes shift a lot as well. Ooh, Palu almost out on this round here. These Mei players just bullying our Queen of the Hill players. What is this?
While we may not be seeing the Tosugeki memes as often as we used to, Tosugeki is still very much alive, as we definitely saw from that round. All right, opposite corner this time.
Yeah. While in the corner here, Jacko doesn't have life. Yeah, and Jacko not necessarily possessing the best of reversal and defensive tools, but it's not the universal tools are still there as well. Oh, here we go. We got the motivation. Minions are fired up here. So many actions you can get once that
locking down
goes on board.
Player too.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things with Jacko. Once she can get the minion set up and she has her super going, where she gets the constant gauge refreshing, she can just keep that pressure going, and it's extremely hard to get out of. And she can keep it going for an almost comical amount of time with how much meter she has. It's not quite the Happy Chaos levels of locking someone down with a focus refresh super, but it's still a lot of time that you can just have to sit there and all you can do is block and try not to get hit and press a button. Sheena able to make it happen there and take that game.
I do believe that was her. Oh no, that was A2, so that's going to be Sheena getting a point on the board. I believe.
Oh no, I think that was only one game because I think we're back into it now, unless they lost the first game in the set, but they were able to rematch still, so I think this should still be a 1-2 for the ranked.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, this is a unique format. We're all learning a little bit here, but that's all right.
Still getting a little bit used to it. That said, I do really like this. It's similar to the same reason that I like round robin style tournaments, is that we're getting to see a lot of people playing. So, like everybody's going to get practice. At the end of the day, that's what a tournament should be. It should be about getting practice and learning. You can't do that if you go 0-2.
Yeah, it's nice to see different tournament formats come up too, especially because as we are moving into this online era of gaming as well, it's nice to have that variety. Sheena though, taking round 1 there off this Mei.
All right, once again getting pushed to the corner seems to be a habit of Mei players.
Well, it's one of those things where like you kind of have to accept that you're just going to get pushed back once you start blocking from somebody a lot of the time in gear, and that you just have to wait until they're out of their steam or out of momentum, or you're able to find a way out, whether it be IB, IBFD, or try to Abare your way out of the situation or try to RC. But just because this game is so explosive a lot of the time and how heavily the momentum can switch, being that far down on life, not always that big of a problem. That overhead kiss though, that's going to be a problem right there and sealing the deal on that round.
All right, both sitting at 1 game apiece.
Oh, I like the attempt with the minion cross up there.
That's one of the things I mean. That's a very, very self-expressive character.
Oh, yeah. It's
interesting side switch.
Choices get made sometimes, that's all right.
Hey, it's all mind games.
One touch to go here. Oh, uses the YRC, but not able to get anything too much out of it. Scores the knockdown, gets the minion set on the screen there. Not okay. Keeping the minions there full screen, keeping the Mei player away from them, setting a little bit of a zoning formation here. Sheena with a lot of experience with those kinds of characters, but unfortunately that experience is not going to be enough to carry her across the finish line right now. And that's going to be the game going to the Mei player. Tough break.
It's very, very unfortunate. Always sad to see a friend lose, but there's still going to be plenty of more opportunities for Sheena to get some matches and get some points and hopefully find her way to top 8.
Absolutely. There's still a lot of room to go. We are only in the first 15 minutes of this 2-hour session.
Okay, so it turns out Sheena did actually get a point. So that was actually 2-1.
Ah. Oh, that was 2-1. Ah, okay.
Okay, so both of our players getting points.
Wonderful. You love to hear it.
All right, I do believe that I did just hear our streamer say we're going to be swapping.
Yes, I think we're swapping over to Narukun now, if I heard that correctly. Oh, Tenarukun. Yes.
I do believe that is yes, that is our Baiken. And for those that don't know, I'm a Baiken sub player. I'm a Potemkin main, but my Baiken's been getting a lot of work lately. So I'm always excited to see some Baiken.
Oh, Baiken's a very cool character. I like a lot of the gameplay mechanics that they have introduced with her. That tether mechanic is an interesting spin on her having her claw move in the previous versions. That's one thing I've always liked about Baiken. It feels like she has this like weird toolkit with a lot of things you might not expect to her. And I've always found that to be pretty cool there. So let's see how this Baiken works out.
She's another character that I feel kind of fits into what I was saying with being very expressive. Like, you don't really see too many people playing her too similarly. I would honestly say that with most of the DLC so far, actually.
Oh, yeah, I big agree there. The DLC... Oh, wow, this damage on this combo, woof! Oh, it's unfortunate y'all didn't see that. Tenrikun just blew up the opponent here.
Right, Tenrikun already off to a very solid start with a victory as soon as we go in.
Gorgeous Baiken color as well.
Absolutely. I'm biased to say there are no bad Baiken colors, but that's just my opinion.
I'm with you too on the... Actually, wait, is this a modded color to get non-binary Baiken going on? That looks like a non-binary flag.
I do think it actually might be.
Yeah, that's yellow hair.
I don't recall actually seeing this.
Yo, nice. You love to see
it. This is the best mod I've ever seen.
Yeah, Tenrikun here, they got the non-binary Baiken going on. I'm a big fan. Let them know they got my heart. Fantastic. Going up against this Milia player right now. Milia with the knockdown here. What's the mix going to be? Crosses to the other side with the disc. Not able to find a touch here. Oh, that JS. I have nightmares of that JS from the Plus R days. Oh, even
yes,
at the Tommy match?
Definitely non-binary colors. Oh my god, that's so good.
That's so sick. The non-binary Tatami. You love to see it. I love it. Fantastic. Beautiful.
All right, so far
both sides
just
dancing around the air with each other.
Right, definitely seeing a lot of matchup knowledge from Ten. I just have to make sure that I'm pronouncing this right. I hate accidentally mispronouncing names.
Nah, it's better than you.
Okay, making sure that was right. Yes, definitely seeing a lot of matchup knowledge here in regards to when to expect the cross-ups and when not to. Definitely a lot of people's weakness when it comes to Milia matchups. The disc cross-ups can be almost impossible to read, but with the right amount of knowledge, which Tenrikun seems to have, it's less that we're seeing some impressive play.
Yeah, I was going to highlight that. It's less that you're trying to get the read on it in the moment as the disc comes out, and it's more, and a lot of the times it's knowing what her options are as she even goes into the disc setup. Like off of this type of knockdown, what are the potential disc mixes going to be, rather than trying to read it there live in the moment. It's the giving yourself game knowledge so that you have the foreknowledge of what's going to occur, rather than trying to react to things. But of course, you ain't reacting to this right here. You're just getting blown up against this wall. Give me that wall break. Gorgeous.
It's just such a satisfying animation. It's such a good super, but unfortunately it's always in the corner, so we never get to see the full animation.
Always in the corner? What? This game? That's okay. There's a lot of corner carry. There's a lot of corner carry in this game, but that's fine. I'm coming from the Marvel world. We got corner carry for days in that game too, so it's fine. I'm with you too on the DLC characters being very expressive a lot of the time. Like they've really added a lot of sauce and variation with the characters there. So that's nice stuff to see. Oh wow! Tenrikun is doing some from the work here.
All right, good counter hit going
big
into
counter
the
hit in the corner
and straight into the super. Interesting decision. I believe that's 3 rounds ended since Tenrikun has been on stream that we've seen end with the super.
Right? God, this color is so good. Like I'm seeing people in chat pop off for it too. Like even if you're not like even if you yourself are not non-binary, this color combo for Baiken. Damn, it's hitting.
Definitely.
And also, too, if you all want to follow along... Oh, go ahead. Please.
I was going to say, I believe this is not another match. I think this is... Yes, this is going back to training. Okay.
All right, so we should have another player coming up on stream soon. These players are waiting in training room right now. Looks like we're going to have Sunset Radiance coming up next here on stream. Sunset Radiance, let me see if I can verify who they are playing here. That's going to be a Ramlethal.
That is a Ram player.
Yes, we should have that coming up here for you in just a minute once we get that pulled up. And if you want to follow along with any of this as well, you can do pound bracket or exclamation bracket in the chat there and pull up a bracket link for yourself. There's also a match arena with some codes that you can cash in on by just hitting the contribute button. And also you can, there's also some merch there as well, I believe. So feel free to check that out on the Matcherino side. And our player here, Sunset Radiance, some fun facts about them. They are a shy, sleepy sheep VTuber who loves playing fighting games, mostly playing Skullgirls along with Strive, and likes being silly and being their self while also trying their absolute best in matches. So that's what a delightful introduction for somebody. So there's Sunset Radiance VTuber, sheep. Oh, but unfortunately the Kai player taking that round. A heartbreaker.
As someone who always loses to the same Kai at my local, this victory screen does hurt to see.
Giving you that sense memory and sending you back to it. Oh, that's going to be the end of that match, unfortunately, here. So that's actually taking us back to the training round for Sunset Radiance. Tough break. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen this person's VTuber art on Twitter. I've always liked the design there. Sunset Radiance, if you're listening to this, you got great design there. Good horn aesthetic, good horn culture. Thumbs up.
As a fellow horn enjoyer myself, I do have to appreciate the sheep.
Yeah. You played Ladiva, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I still have to work on my Ladiva cosplay one day, but Spear No Lactone has stolen all my muscles, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do her justice like I used to.
Yeah. There's, you know what? It's interesting because you don't know. Usually it's the other way around a lot of the time when we're trying to think about cosplay stuff for for us trans guys out there. But you know, regardless, hopefully Sunset Radiance has a little bit better luck in their next match. Looks like they may have a Potemkin coming up that they're going to be fighting. All right, here comes Daredevil. Awesome. Indeed. Let's get this Potemkin on screen here. Stay hydrated, y'all. We're in here for a time.
For the long haul.
Indeedo. All right, Ramlethal versus Potemkin.
Interesting decision from the Potemkin player.
That's a choice. You know what, though? Like, is there a round start option that they may have been trying to read?
Possibly expecting a dash in, just trying to start off with full meter, which is definitely something that helps Potemkin out a lot. As character with very unsafe buttons, you want as much meter as you can get so you can get a Roman cancel whenever you need it.
Gotcha. I was also wondering if perhaps versus Ram in that round start, there might be a particular thing where Ram's going to try to close the gap there. With you being a Potemkin player, I thought perhaps you may have ran into something like that. But tis no matter. Tis no matter.
Typically, I do see a lot of Ram players dashing at the beginning. I do know that a lot of her combos start off of her 2D. So possibly going for something off that, maybe hoping to get a counter hit or something to that effect. Gotcha. I did play Ram on launch, so trying to kind of piece together a little bit of my Season 1 Ram.
Gotcha. I tried Ram a little bit in the beta, but she wasn't quite for me. But then May and Eno. Also, Sunset Radiance here with this mod for the Ramlethal colors to match up with their V2 persona. Beautiful. Love it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that we were matching the colors. That's adorable. We've seen so many good mods so far.
Oh yeah, I got that going on in Blaze Blue with I got the same colors that I use for my Demon Avatar and a lot of stuff on 9. So
nice.
Ooh, okay. Gigantorfield pushing into the corner here. There's the Pot Buster. Ooh, that's going to even up that life discrepancy pretty quick here. Got some bar available as well, but didn't even need to spend the bar. Able to score the Pot Buster, and that's going to be the round. Tough break for Sunset Radiance. Equalizing the round score here, taking it to duel 3.
I'm honestly surprised that the Potemkin didn't go for a Roman cancel after the first Pot Buster. I believe that they would have been able to kill off of that, especially being that close to the corner. Wall break would have been super easy.
I was kind of surprised as well there, because I did see that meter on deck, and I was like thinking like, oh, I want to save it for the next mix. And then I was like, wait a second, they probably could have killed off of that. Like, because like that's like the circumstance where you would save
another mix.
Exactly. Big old Pot Buster there. Okay, this Pot Buster's having a party, or this Potemkin is having a party here. Like with the round start burst, some of these like odd choices with the crouching and the like a pseudo shimmy almost. Weird stuff going on with this Potemkin. All right.
But
I believe in Sunset Radiance. I believe in our player.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Anyone that's in this event, I believe in them.
Yes.
Doesn't matter that
button
Potemkin's
there.
on there. Doesn't matter that Potemkin's
Nice.
here and it hurts to root against the Potemkin. I've still got it out for the Queen of the Hill players.
Hell yeah. And Sunset Radiance there, able to lock it down. Nicely done. I wonder if they could mod the dog colors there for Ram's puppy. Probably.
That would be. I hope so. It needs to be done.
All right, nicely done there for Sunset
Radiance.
Radiance.
3-1. So I believe that should be putting them up to 2 now. Our first person that we've seen with 2 on the board so far.
I believe so. I'll leave that one to our TOs to count up the point totals here. We'll see what player we get coming up next. While we are... Oh, we're going to have Alex of the Dead, the friendly zombie VTuber. They are also on Soul, I believe, if memory serves.
That is right.
Yes,
that is going to be another soul. One of our 2 souls in this tournament.
All right, we'll be popping over to Alex of the Dead shortly. And also, while we are waiting for that to load up here, if there's also Queen of the Hill merch available over on the Dynamic Focus store on Acquire's website. And all those merch proceeds go towards the prize pools and the tournament. So if you want to contribute through that at all, or if you want to get yourself some Queen of the Hill merch, feel free to head over to the Dynamic Focus store and do so.
I'm a bit biased to say it, but it's really good. It's really good merch.
Yeah, get the merch. Gotta support stuff. If you have scenes that you like in the FGC and you want to see more stuff from those scenes, whether they're tournaments that try to field particular types of players, or if they are tournaments that feature people that you like, if you want those scenes to thrive, then show your support to those scenes. And when you get stuff that's aligned with those things, that shows the organizations that have those funds to help support these things, that people are interested and want to see more of it. So even a little bit can really, really go a long way because it all adds up. There's not a tournament without a whole lot of players, and we don't have a scene without a whole lot of support in all those small ways. But into the match right now. Let's see how Alex of the Dead does against this Nagoriyuki.
So far, sitting on 3 points. I believe that's our highest that we've seen so far. All right, but this Nago is putting down a lot of pressure so far.
Ooh, there's a Blood Rage. Oh no, that's probably going to be Curtains.
Looks like just a slight amount left. Just still slightly hanging on.
There it is. Alex able to
finding their opening.
Capitalize. Good stuff there. Making it happen.
All right, great round start counter hit. Didn't quite get as much corner carry as we were hoping for there, but unfortunately, the Nago does get the corner carry.
That character's sauced up. Like it's scary. I'm at a barbecue where they got like 5 different sauces on the side there, and that's Nagoriyuki. Just label it, just throwing them all and slathering the whole meal in it.
Just eating the sauce like a soup.
Yeah, basically just upending the bottle. Like got a soup of sauce and also drinking them straight from the bottle as well. My dude loves his sauce. We'll see how Alex the Dead is able to withstand this saucy onslaught.
All right, and nice. Aggravating Blood Rage directly into the kill. Great use of great punishment there off of that. And Alex sitting at 4 points now.
Yo, very nicely done here. And of course, these point totals will factor in towards placement for tomorrow, getting into top 8, when there is a very large prize pool to be won. So these players are trying to do that work and get that placement. Looks like Alex the Dead there. That was the end of that set. So now waiting on the next Daredevil to approach before Alex the Dead gets their next round in.
Fortunately, with this being a pretty active game, I don't think we're going to have to wait very long. And of course, as soon as I say it, here comes our next player.
Indeed. And it's one of the interesting things about this game format is that this is a game format that you could only, or rather this series format is only something you can do with a game that's pretty active and live to guarantee that there's enough player population to do so. So it's a good thing to do and jump on it while the zeitgeist is there for it. Ooh, looks like we are back in this. I think this is the same Nago? I think this is the same Nago.
That's actually what I was going to say. I think so.
Yeah. All right, let's go. All right.
Alex
pressure in the corner there. Hits with the counter hit. Yeah, hits with the counter hit Gunflame. Content just to space out with his Gunflame too.
All right. Yeah, definitely good spacing there using the Gunflame. With Nago, there's not too many options that he would have to be able to find his way in.
Yeah, he tried using the clone there to relieve some of the pressure a little bit, but wasn't able to get too much out of it. Oh, and the burst gets punished. Oh no, Alex drops the combo. There's the BRC from the Nago, but went for the low, and we were in Bandit Revolver up in the air already, and the low after the BRC got nothing, and Alex was able to take that round.
And people say that this is Street Fighter with an anime aesthetic. You would never see a combo like that in Street Fighter.
Oh no, like there's like some broad stroke comparisons I think you could make in terms of like game flow, but in terms of like how the actual combo structures and gameplay works out, whew.
That was also a beautiful shimmy from Alex earlier, going into a load of damage off of one counter hit.
And Nago player down here on life a little bit. Alex the Dead with a little bit of a life lead here. There's the RC after the Grand Viper coming in. Ooh, okay, Banner Revolver pushed to the corner here. What, we just swinging? Well, all right. Just swung in the gap there. Didn't get the animation, though. Did get a little bit of a juggle out of it. However, oh, Blood Explosion? Well, okay, that's fine. I mean, you're basically at like one touch to finish off anyways. Just has to be really careful here and be mindful of using FD to avoid the chip damage. But Alex, though, there's a YRC. BRC's backing away. And then with the anti-air button, that was really nice from the Nago.
Definitely took a risk that paid off 100% there.
Ooh, talking about risks, though, but this time it did not pay off. Oh, the second time, though, did pay off. Gets the counter hit. We get the burst from the Nago here. No, we still got burst available here from Alex. No longer available there. Gets used. Yeah, you can. This is something interesting that Alex is doing. Alex is aware of their resources to get them out of trouble as they commit to these things over and over, but because they have the resources to get them out of trouble, they're just going for it anyways and putting themselves in the risky position and taking the risk. It's a little bit calculated. Yeah, it's calculated, and also is the sort of thing where if your opponent's not ready for it, it can kind of shake their mental. Smart.
Mm-hmm. All right, Super is going to connect there. That is going to be a
that's going to be
very,
the game.
very dead soul.
Ooh, went for it a little too many times and was a little bit too risky and did not work out for Alex there in that one.
All right, but Alex still definitely has an opportunity to come back from this. Let's see if we're going to see the 5th point.
Nice with the punish there. Ooh, backs off, expecting something to come out from the Nago player there, but didn't really have any meter there, so couldn't have gone for a reversal option, but might have gone for a burst or try to wake up throw and try to bait out the throw with the backdash there, but didn't quite work out.
All right, Alex definitely opening up at the most opportune possible time, sitting on a lot of risk right now. The last thing you want to be hit is, the last time you would want to be hit is right now by Nago. All right, going for the YOLO Super, that is going to be very blocked and countered.
Yeah, this Nago is swinging with these wake up supers, and at this point, it's one of those things where you can just sort of, once somebody has shown that they're willing to do that many times, you just got to start respecting it a little bit and just leave that gap in your pressure where you can block, expecting them to swing. It's like let them. It's not quite a frame trap because you know they're going to press something, but like you're leaving the gaps so that they will just try to mash out that swing.
Mm-hmm. All right, probably about to see. No, not quite going to see another Blood Rage pop just yet. All right, Alex taking the corner.
Yeah, keeping the corner pressure up here, not really risking too much here. Has the life lead, and whoa, as I say that, never mind. There goes that life lead. Had it for the moment. Now the pressure's on Alex to have to find a way in here, and Nago's got full bar. This is scary for Alex right now. However, Alex, no fear from the zombie VTuber. Going into the corner.
No need to fear death when you're already dead.
Damn, eloquent, Ahe. The poetry emotion here. The Nago player
yeah, I'm kind of getting my swing back.
No, it's beautiful. I love it. Give me more.
All right, very aggressive start so far from from the Nago. All right, Alex backing off just a little bit. We're seeing a little bit less aggressive of an Alex so far, perhaps feeling a little bit burned from some of the huge damage combos that you see from a 2-bar Nago.
Yeah, right? Oh, hits with the JH, but then we see the burst from the Nago. Does not want to eat that JH in the corner like that. Like, you don't want to eat the JH anywhere, but you really don't want to eat that JH in the corner. Nice. With the RC afterwards, gonna get some damage on this combo here. Doesn't quite kill. Oh no, this is unfortunate for Alex. Oh, there's full bar on this Nago. This is their party. This ain't Alex's party. Oh, a heartbreaker. Cashed it all out too. Oh. Tough break there.
Losing the first two, unfortunately. But with 4 points on the board so far, Alex doesn't have a whole lot to worry about. They've got a little bit of wiggle room.
All
right, looks like we're going to be seeing a switch now.
Yeah, I think we're going to be going over to, who was that I believe we heard? Solstice. All right. We'll get them coming up here on stream in just a moment. Good stuff to Alex, though. Eager to see how the rest of their run turns out. Alex of the Dead also is commonly streaming and doing other fighting game things with their VTubing channel. So feel free to give a follow if you want to see some more of that Soul play from Alex or whatever other fighters that they are playing. I believe they also play a little bit of Street Fighter 5 as well.
Awesome. Definitely going to be tuning in over there because it's always great to see some good Soul play. It's also great. I also really enjoyed the way that Alex plays Soul. Let's be real, most Souls you see very, very samey gameplay. This is not my bias against Shotos. Totally not. But it's but their gameplay is very, very interesting compared to a lot that I see. We're seeing a lot of shimmies, which is great from the just raw pressure that you normally see from a lot of Soul players. Definitely much more calculated gameplay as opposed to relying on counters and huge damages like you see from a lot of Soul players.
All right, I think
looks like we're going to be seeing a Potemkin. Oh, we're going to be seeing Good Girl.
Oh, cool. And we got the proto-gen overlays. Oh, those are cute. Oh, I'm a fan.
That is adorable.
Yeah.
All right, so I finally get to root for a Potemkin that's on our side.
Finally, your time has come.
Oh, versus Kai. I'm having flashbacks to my local.
Oh no!
Shout out to Blue for Life, who always annihilates me at our local. With Kai specifically, 6 points.
Oh, they're actually waiting for a match right now. That was just the loading into it. So you're free from your trauma flashbacks right now.
Hopefully, we don't have to see another Kai. I don't know if I can take another one. I might have to take a 5 if we see another Kai. All right, we got another match coming in now. Fingers crossed it's not a Kai.
Daredevil.
Okay, so you get another Soul. I live for the day.
Okay, so we got Good Girl here on the Potemkin going up against Soul. I love this. I love the proto-gen overlay there. I'm not sure if that's like Good Girl's like own thing there, or if that's just art that they like. But I'm a fan. I'm
not 100% familiar with what it is, but it's very, very cute art. Amazing start straight into the Potemkin Buster. We love to see it.
All right, Soul player firing back a little bit, but Pot don't care. Pot got that Potemkin Buster in there. Pot's happy as a clam right now. Going for the flicks. The flicks were a little. Not sure what the logic there was on that flick. Maybe thought a gunflame might have been coming out there at that spacing.
So with the flick, a lot of times you'll use that because it's safe. So you're essentially just trying to either catch something or just keep things more in your favor.
Gotcha. So because at that point, even if they block it, you're safe. They can't really punish it. Makes sense. Ooh, there's a Pot Buster deep in there. Let's go, Good Girl.
Holding on to the meter. Very interesting decision there. All right, baiting, not wanting to lose any sort of momentum that they've got right now. I 100% understand the burst.
Nice. Yeah, because if you have the corner position like that too, you just sometimes want to use the burst to keep the corner position as well, rather than having to scramble to get somebody back in there, especially as a grappler player where you may have some shortcomings in neutral, so you're a little bit scared about having to fight your way back in. Totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Looks like that may have been a one and done, I believe.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. To have a one and done.
Yeah. Interesting.
What a heartbreaker! Don't they know we're trying to run a series here on this stream?
You think that they would figure it out. Either way, we're back into another match. That's all that matters. Fingers crossed, not another Soul or not a Kai. There we go.
Anji,
but
let's
an
go.
Anji. All right, I know that Saki is pogging somewhere.
Nah, Saki has pitched Anji for Testament. Anji's in the bin now for Saki. Oh yeah. Look, they them supremacy. I can't complain.
You know what? Fair enough. As someone whose partner is a they them, I have to be a little bit biased.
Yeah, right.
We do have the trans rights Anji though, so I may have to be a little bit biased.
All right, though. Good girl here, already with a little bit of the life lead, cashes out that burst. Anji trying to swing in here, going to the sky with Ko.
Right, lots of backdashes here
Ooh,
from this
slide
Anji,
head, nice.
just trying to not eat the 6p, which is the last thing you want to eat from Potemkin. Honestly, even more than a pot buster, the carry that you can get off of a counter hit 6p and the damage that you can get is insane with Potemkin. All right, pot in the corner. Scary place to be if you're on the wrong side.
Okay. Anji with the, oh no, I fell over sweep there. That knockdown. He looks like that. It's good. He's got the rich girl sweep that all the blonde girls have across multiple games. The Lily sweep, the Karen sweep. Tell me I'm wrong.
I wish I could, but now that you say it, yeah, you're 100% right.
That's round 1. Going to the Anji player. Let's see how Good Girl fires back here.
All right, the round start Mega Fist. It's the Potemkin special.
Every time I see Fujin not connect, I get a little heartbroken. All right, Abariing out there, pushing away. Boom! Get dunked. How dare you try to spin on me?
All right, great pot buster. Finally seeing a Roman cancel after a pot buster. Not going.
That's the first time we saw that today,
instead.
and we've had like 3 Potemkins that we've seen on screen. That's the first time. Oh, the gold burst from the Anji. All right.
All right. Pot's just going to need to find one more opening.
Oh, PRC, but just throws in the gap. Good Girl is doing a really nice job of like spotting these gaps in the Anji pressure where like it's not quite as real as it looks, and then just like throwing the Anji out of it. I feel like that's a problem that Anji commonly runs into, is that it's there's a lot of sequences that look very scary, but they don't always feel as rock solid as they appear to be. And you can call a lot of them out with specific interactions, which is a little bit similar to his plus R self. It's not that any of the mix options are so overwhelming that you cannot deal with them. It's just the frequency of them and how much payout Anji gets if you are incorrect. So it's a little bit of an alignment there.
Very interesting assessment there. Like, I will say I haven't really fought a whole lot of Anjis in plus R, so I'm interested. I find it very interesting to see how you were pointing out the differences between them. And
they're very.
You were saying.
Go ahead, please.
I completely lost my train of thought with that with that interaction.
Oh, it's okay. There was the rich girl sweep. We saw it on the freeze frame there on the counter hit. All right, Good Girl
and
here.
The second hit
this is one touch
armor.
on either side.
I'm surprised we're not seeing a whole lot of 2Ds at that distance from Good Girl. It's one of Potemkin's longer reaching moves that a lot of people don't really think to look out for. It's a lot faster than people expect it to be, so you get once again, one and done.
All right, I think we're moving on to Afel playing right now. Afel has been playing games for a long time, ever since their older brother handed them their first controller. Been a fan of playing games for like 10 years, playing Jam and Plus R and Jacko and Strive. Wow, Jam and Jacko, those are, I have a hard time thinking of two more disparate characters. That is the extremely different choices there. But hey, sometimes it's a sign of a strong player, is being able to play these very different characters across games. But we are getting into it here. We got that Jacko on screen with Afel. Let's get to it. 4 points on the board for Afel currently. I think they're a little bit behind Good Girl right now, but just need to get enough points to get on the board for the top 8 before we are done with this series. Nice with the minion placement behind, knocking back over. Oh, I love it. Up against an Alex too. This is interesting here because Alex may not. I wonder how Alex handles around the minions since not Alex, Axel. Sorry, we were thinking of Alex the Dead earlier. Just because Axel has the long range on stuff, so he might be able to bat out of the minion troubles.
Yeah, I do think we did see this. This is a matchup I've seen a pretty good bit, given that we have an Axel player at my local, and as mentioned before, we have an insanely strong Jacko at my local. So I do have a little bit of knowledge here with how these two play. As for your question, though, I'm actually not 100% sure how that interaction would work. So, unfortunately, the very question that you have is not one I have the knowledge to answer, despite the knowledge I do have for this matchup.
So it's what I'm thinking of is when I would play the Jacko in Exert a little bit. Any character that could just like clear through the ground or travel quickly across the ground, like Soul doing Grand Viper or something like that, just made the matchup very difficult because I couldn't get the offense started or get any of the minions started because the huts would just get cleared out. So I'm wondering with Axel's long range buttons here, once the minions get on the floor, if Axel can just like bypass a lot of that and just snipe out Jacko. But let's see how Afel handles the situation either way. Uses the burst there to keep that corner position. We got some bar on both sides here. Oh, I like the attempt at the dash in, but the Axel was ready for it with the anti-air and stuffed it. Use the 2D to get some advancement to stay close there with the throw. Drops a minion on the head. Sickle Storm coming out. Oh no, Afel was pressing a button there. That's so unfortunate for her. Damn.
But she did live. That's all that matters. But with these two heavily zoning characters, finding an opening may be hard, but Afel does find that opening.
Nice, yeah, with a long range. Yeah, that was like a 3-point shot from downtown, just throwing for the dunk. Throwing for the dunk? You don't throw dunks. What am I saying? Clearly, I'm a basketball fan.
Listen, sports. No one. Listen, we don't know sports around here. It's fine.
I gave up sports for makeup, and I'm not that good at that one either. Please show mercy. Nice, Afel with the grab here. Nicely done. Able to score with the Elysium driver. Taking the game. Quick and efficient. Nicely done, Afel.
I do feel that this also does play into what I was saying before about Jacko being a very, very expressive character. Because between seeing Sheena and now seeing Afel, we're seeing two entirely different ways of playing Jacko. We're seeing a much more aggressive style from Afel, relying heavily on the cross-ups and mix-ups, where we were seeing something that was, much more counterplay heavy from Sheena. So just really goes to show what I was saying with the very different style of gameplay between the two of these characters, or between the two of these players.
Yeah, and you can see with some of these setups too that we're the setting up the sequences that I was trying to, like, as we're watching Afel here in training a little bit, setting up these, trying to get the timing down to get the minion sets. All right. But yeah, like you see a lot of different ways that Jacko can use these tools because they do have such a large variety to them, whether it's issuing the minion commands, how you're going to knock the minions around, and things like that. Like I likened Jacko a little bit earlier to Venom with how there's a lot of expression with how you can set up the ricochets on things and how you can place things. And it's the same thing there. Like when I fight another Venom player, it's just like completely different gameplay. Like it's nothing alike watching those people play each other. But I think we're going to move on to Alethea now, who is an Eno player who has been doing a lot of work anytime I see her play. I'm a big fan of Alethea. She had a really strong run in Royal Strivals not too long ago. That's the Guilty Gear series put together by the online local. And I think we're seeing Alethea. We're chilling in training mode right now, waiting for a match. But Alethea, very, very strong player. Love watching her go to work.
Yeah, it's definitely agreed on Alethea's strength. She is an amazing player, and I always love seeing a good Ino. We have a very, very strong Ino at our local, so very happy to see something. Definitely happy to see representation for Ino. Not a character I feel like we see a whole lot anymore. Alethea and Diaphone are the only two large Inos that I can think of, actually.
Calling them large. Like, I know what you mean by large, like notable, but large just makes me think of like Ino's character model just like scaled up on the screen. Like a Mugen character that's just large Ino.
I also just realized that was low-key shading you because you play Ino, but
no. I am but a scrub in Strive. I like playing Ino. I have a lot of fun with her, but I'm not that strong in Strive. So I take no disrespect from that.
Fair enough.
I'm hardly going to put myself on Alethea or Diaphone's level. Both very strong players. But we're into our match right now. We're going to have Alethea going up against a Geo player right now. This one's a little bit tricky for Ino since Geo can low profile so much. But we'll see how Alethea handles it right now. Like when Geo is standing, you can just do Chemical Love and it'll just go straight over Geo. Like the Geo doesn't have to do anything. Just so long as Geo's not pressing a button, it just goes right over her head. Oh no. Networks, please.
Hit a little bit of a lag spike there, but it looks like we're fine now.
All right. Note whiffs there, gets caught by the flip kick. All right, having to hold down on this pressure here. JS coming in here. Take the knockdown.
All right, coast to coast.
Love this character.
Often goes. Going on a world tour today.
Oh, that's fitting for her too. She got the guitar, so world tour there. Works out. Oh, nice there. Yeah, just was able to avoid the first hit of it and then interrupts it interrupts Fortissimo before the second part of it comes out there. You do not want to hold those frames.
Definitely not. All right, good burst there, getting Eno
that should
off.
be dead there. That's the
Is
round there after the RC.
That was a very interesting match to see how these two are coming at one another. Definitely seeing a very, very back and forth gameplay. Interesting to see the high-low mix-ups that they're each going for, and I don't know, it's very, very interesting just seeing a lot of counterplay from both of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Counterplay is always very interesting to watch, especially when both people are very counterplay heavy.
Yeah, and it's a thing too where their pressure works very differently. You got the strike throw of Geo versus the mix of Eno and how Eno is going to opt to mix you up with that. It's very odd to fight this matchup sometimes with how that feels, but able to hit that 6P and turn it into the round there, evening up the round count. Duel 3. Let's get to it.
All right, just trying to keep the distance there. Alethea is very interesting. Very interesting decision. The last thing you want is a Geo in on you, so I understand her decision. With having moves that can close the distance as quick as Eno can, I definitely understand the decisions that Alethea is making, and definitely paying off so far. Getting a huge damage corner carry. Unfortunately, getting interrupted there with the grab.
Yeah, it's the second time that Alethea has tried to establish some respect so that they could go for a mix-up there, but the Geo player just sneaking a throw in there instead. That's one of the things of playing until you have established that respect and forced someone to hold your buttons. You can't necessarily go to the next layer of mix with her. And I think that happened there a couple of times, and that was probably what turned that game in the Geo's favor there, because we saw multiple instances where Alethea was able to establish that corner pressure and try to get something going there, and then just getting thrown out in the gap there. However, that's data for the next round, so hopefully Alethea can put that to use here and try to send a message back to this Geo player. Let this Geo know how the Queen of the Hill series be playing, Alethea. Please, I beg of thee. Oh, that far S the pressure there. Oh, it tries to go for the 6P afterwards. 6P was an interesting choice there. Oh, probably just trying to, because the upper body invuln would have sniped out any of the long-reaching options, and then if you eat the low, that's not as terrible. Oh, counter hit 2D. Burst gets baited. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Against Geo, not having burst can be an absolutely terrifying thing to have, or absolutely terrifying situation to be in. With the amount of pressure that Geo is able to put down, and as long as she's able to put down pressure, not having any options to get out of that is not a situation that you ever want to be in.
Yeah, and Eno's reversal option's not the greatest in the world. Does have the invincible reversal with Fortissimo, but it's not the greatest of that. It's so that's a wall break. We got positive bonus going on here for the Geo. Alethea back against the wall here, trying to make something happen here in this round, but that's going to be it right there. That's another game going to the Geo. That's rough. Damn, I just want to see my Queen Eno thrive out here. Next time, Alethea. Next time.
Fingers crossed that we see her in top 8. I definitely want to see some more Eno. Looks like we're going to be seeing a Nago next. I believe we're going to Naomi.
Yeah, I think we'll be changing over to Naomi just shortly here. We'll get another Nago player on stream here. Our first Queen of the Hillside Nago player. We had a couple of Nagos on stream earlier, but they were not part of the series. But yeah, we'll have Naomi coming up here momentarily. And also, as mentioned from Ahe, the top 8 for this is going to go down tomorrow. Today is a point race, trying to get as many points as possible to get into the top 8, which will happen tomorrow. That'll be happening at the same time as well on a different channel. But if you are interested, though, follow Saki Sakura, and I'm sure that you will be provided with all the details. For now, though, on to Naomi playing with their Nagora Yuki.
Also, they apparently play on keyboard, so using the original leverless. I'm also adoring how their VTuber is wearing the crown.
Yes, that is very good placement. Also, Naomi is a dog. I thought our notes said has a dog, but no, is a dog. So big up to you,
I also read
Naomi.
it as that at first.
Oh no. I read that and I was like, let me double check this. I've been on the internet long enough around
I
Guilty
follow
Gear players.
multiple fighting game people. I know that they're dogs.
All right, though. So yeah, Naomi here going to be hopping back into the ranked tower here, I believe, so we can get some more matches going on. But yeah, playing on keyboard is one of the one of the stronger players that I find on a regular basis was a keyboard player for a long time. Now plays on a snack box, I think, just so that they have an easier to travel with peripheral, because for most console games, unless you have a very specific kind of keyboard, you cannot play on keyboard itself. So if you are going to do that, you have to make a couple of considerations for how you can make that happen. Unless, of course, you are a old melty Actress Again Current Code player, in which case you're probably playing on caster anyways if you're going on to a tournament, so you can still use your keyboard. And yeah.
Unfortunately, I never was able to wrap my head around leverless, so even for Actress Again events, I'm still taking my fight stick.
Nah, I just I'm so used to using my fight stick from like years of playing in arcades that I cannot like fathom. It just feels so weird. Like I don't even get like the same like rewards in my brain from playing on something else because my hand just wants to move the stick around. Brains are weird. I don't know.
Hey, your brain likes what your brain likes at the end of the day. And sometimes your brain just likes wiggling around an arcade stick.
Honestly, kind of like that. I've had multiple times where it's just like, damn, I just want to be in a dark room with some music playing and moving around a stick and watching a colored thing move on the screen with some sound input too. Either way, into the match here. We got Nagoriyuki going up against a... Wait, is this one of the other players? No, it's not. It's just another... I thought this might have been another one of our Queen of the Hill series players because I saw Purple Jacko, but it is not.
I believe that both of our Jackos are actually using Purple Jacko.
Yeah, that's why I was like thinking, like, what are the odds? But of course, it's also purple in an anime game. Of course, everyone's using it. Naomi, though, at a little bit of a life
either
life
purple or pink,
right
one
now.
of the two.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Oh, no, that RC into the confirm there. Nice little sequence there from the Jacko player. Not a ton of damage out of it. Naomi back against the wall here, but has a lot of bar available. So if Naomi can find a way in, can very quickly explode this Jacko player. Oh, no, got the hit, but didn't get the confirm off of it. Tough break.
And not even any chip to take from that either, given the fact that it was faultless defense. Unfortunately, going to be eating the helicopter kick there.
Yeah, tough break there. That is round one. However, next round here, opening up with a nice bit of damage here from Naomi. Let's see what they do here. I want to see this dog try their best. I know it's happening. I believe in the dog.
We've got dog treats on deck for if they manage to get this point.
Yeah. Well, we got dog treat. Wow, did you see how far that sniped out from?
That was... I love Naga's hitboxes.
I know his sword kind of big, but damn, that went far.
He swings hard enough. You know, we've got hitboxes on the air.
Well, like what's great is that like you can see from like the perspective of just like how his sword is like in his default stance, like it looks like it's pointing out, but because of the perspective, you don't entirely see how long that is.
Mm-hmm.
Swing in there, gets blocked. All right. Get this minion out of here. Gives the minion the palm. Talk to the hand. No, thank you. There's another one there with a chop.
All right, Naomi just going to need to find
Naomi?
one opening.
Yeah, just needs one more.
Unfortunately, it looks like their opponent found it first, but still hanging on. Great use of the clone. I do believe that may have been a chip kill, actually.
Yeah, I do wish this game had indicators for chip kills or not. Like some older fighters have those, but we don't seem to get those anymore. I don't even think that older versions of Gear, as far as I know, never had a chip indicator either. So it's not entirely surprising that it doesn't have that, but I like having that just to know.
So.
Yeah, and Plus R does not either. So there's been so many versions of Gear.
Confirmed don't have it.
Yeah, there's just been so many versions of Gear that like one of them might have. Wow,
we went off on a tangent for 2 seconds and Jacko is dead.
Well, okay.
Oh my god.
All right, good job, Naomi.
The power of Nago. All right, just batting the minion out immediately.
Yeah, Naomi's doing a really good job of using the normals to bat the minions out of the situation, so the Jacko player can't even get the momentum going. It's it's a interesting. Not all zoners allow you to counter. I don't want to strictly codify Jacko as a zoner, but not all characters that have that kind of option you can counterplay like that, and not everybody tries to go for it like that. But Naomi's doing a really nice job of it, though. Good stuff. Making me wonder what other games Naomi has played in the past.
I'm definitely interested to see that myself.
Ooh, just went swinging there, but had the RC available. You know what? I'm fine with that. Just swing big. You got the RC available. It's not last round. You can keep yourself safe. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's a good call. Well, it's a point race too. It's not like it's a tournament series where you can't afford to lose any games. Because in this right now, you don't want to lose any games, but like so long as you can make up that point discrepancy a little later on, taking a little bit of a gamble on a round is not necessarily the worst thing that can occur to you, especially if it's something where you feel like you've got to read on how the opponent has been playing. Again, with these batting,
playing a character, especially if you're playing a character like Nago too, and you're able to get a point in like 3 seconds if you get around right. You can afford to miss one or two, but Naomi
optimizing your character choice. Optimizing your character choice for the point race meta.
It's a speedrun decision.
Oh, you know why Naomi is so good at catching the minions getting tossed? It's dogs catching balls. You can't throw balls at the dog and think the dog's not going to catch it.
You honestly, yep, you're entirely right.
Yeah, good job, Naomi. I see you dogging around out there. Excellent stuff. We got another match coming up from Naomi for Naomi here. I think we might be at the time for taking our break. I'm not sure if we're going to do that or if we're going to be sticking around for a little bit longer with Naomi. We'll see how this goes. All right, yeah, we're going to have one more match for you all, and then we are going to take a short break and then come back with the rest of the series. But for now, let's get into it. We got our first Happy Chaos on the stream. Let's go. Character is too big brain for me.
Don't see a lot, unfortunately. For that exact reason, Happy Chaos is too big brain. We're playing Strive. If we wanted to be big brain, we'd be playing Plus R.
Well, I am commentating a Plus R tournament right after this one, so. But yeah, Happy Chaos has like all the tools that I would love as a character, but I have like looked at trying to juggle his mechanics, and I'm just like, I don't know. And Naomi speaking of getting juggled by mechanics, woof, tough break for Naomi that round. So sorry, you were saying?
I was saying one of the things that is really interesting to me with Happy Chaos that makes him a very difficult to deal with character is how his projectiles work, considering they're not really treated like true projectiles. They essentially just activate. So they're able to pass like Gigantic High, they're able to pass like his own shadow clones. So it's definitely interesting to see how a lot of zoner specific tech that people will have to deal with characters just does not work and is completely blown out with Happy Chaos.
Yeah, you get these projectiles that are non-interactive sometimes in games, and it makes them really hard to deal with. Like MVCI had that as well. Like Black Widow has this gas pellet she throws, and like when you can't reflect it, it just passes through you and then leaves a little gas cloud on the floor. Not terribly different from how Happy Chaos's things work, and then of course his gunshots as well, being a little atypical in design. So it's really cool. And it's, once more, speaking to like the variety and the weirdness of the DLC characters in this game. Ooh, spinning out there with the clone, able to get in. Naomi, let's make something happen here. Send us out of here with the W for the Queen of the Hill series, please. Oh no, there's the explosion there. Ooh.
Going to take out the shadow clones, but not chaos, unfortunately.
Yeah, I like the swing to try to clear out the clones, but you can't do this. That might have been safe versus other characters, but he's got a gun. He's got a gun.
One of two characters with a gun. And both of them, just a bad matchup for Nago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, Baiken was the other one, right?
Yeah, Baiken being the other one. At least in my experience, I tend to find the matchup tends to heavily favor Baiken. However, that could just be my weird playstyle.
So both the non-binary coded characters have guns. Noted.
Exactly.
Noted, Arxis.
when you're non-binary, you get a gun.
No comment over here. Oh no, that's gonna be dead again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Naomi went for the swing there, but going for that swing against other characters, you might be able to get away with it when maybe they can't punish you from full screen. But Happy Chaos though, that's risky there, because that's the second time that we saw that one happen on stream too. So I really hope Naomi it doesn't get caught out by that one once more. Oh, it's being pointed out that Gold Lewis has a minigun, but I'm gonna.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna. All right. We'll discuss. You know, I'll take the alien as non-binary. I'll accept the alien as non-binary rep. But I think we're going to be taking a break here. This has been the Queen of the Hill series on Paidia for Paidia Gaming on Saki Sakura TV. My name is Swell here with Ahe FGC, and we'll be right back in just a little bit here after a short break to conclude this series of the Queen of the Hill versus.
money, then I don't accept. Like this. She virgin, I took her. She said we should hook up the boyfriend and booger. Don't know me, they look at my being the clouds. Pull full of Henny, I drink and I drown. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. Like this. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. about humanity. About humanity.
Pretty much, yeah. We're two in sync.
About it's all
I thought of a
about
pretty
humanity.
I think I had a pretty tasteless transport, so I wasn't sure if I should make it too. Because they were so in sync and we don't even have our periods.
About it's all about humanity.
It's why I asked! It's why I asked! It's all good. The delicate balance of making jokes to deal with it without making oneself too dysphoric. Yeah. Anyways, non-binary people. What a fun note to have. I love having these. I wish I could play next year.
All right, everybody, we are back to Queen of the Hill. We are in our second portion now. So just make sure to stick with us to the end. I'm not sure who we've got up first, but very excited to see. Gotcha. It looks like we're going to be seeing Sheena up next.
Ooh, we got our leaderboard there too. They're not necessarily in order. I think we have our leaderboard. That might just be on our preview screen here. Can we pop that over? Gotcha. We're going to update that leaderboard for you and let you know the scores. My name is Swell, and I'm joined with Ahe here on the mic, and we'll be your commentators for the remainder of the series right now. We'll be in the back half of this. The top 8 will be happening tomorrow, but for now, it'll be me and Ahe here. You can follow us both on Twitter down below. You can see the socials right there. Yep, my finger's on the right spot there. You got me at SwellGGs and at Ahe FGC. I talk about fighting games and gay shit. Ahe does a lot of tournament organizing, and I think we have the leaderboard as well updated.
To be fair, I also talk about fighting games and gay shit. That's just, that's 90% of my Twitter.
You do. It's
I've been
fantastic.
gay posting a lot lately.
Oh, you have been. But regardless, though, yeah. So we'll have the leaderboard here pulled up. Looks like, I think that's Mira in the... Oh, it's Alethea in the lead. All right. Yeah, we got Alethea there with 13 points in the lead. Mira with 12 points right behind that. And then we got some races on the back half here. Some of our players don't have their scores updated since they are not streaming their runs, but they will have their scores updated a little bit later, I believe. So Haseo's score may not be accurate to what it actually is, just to put that qualifier in there. And then you got the Potemkin love going on there with Good Girl, who had those adorable proto-gen avatars on their stream overlay with 9 points. And then we got Candence and anybody else with 8. Then I have Candence with 8. Nice.
I do believe that's the only 8. All that matters is I'm glad that I'm seeing Good Girl in top 8 because that means that I'm going to get to commentate some Potemkin tomorrow. And that's all I want out of life ever.
Wonderful. Yes. The joy that comes of seeing your character on stream. And of course, though,
yes.
This point race is not over just yet. We're still going to have a couple more matches here as we have the second hour for the Queen of the Hill versus series from Paidia Gaming. And brought to you here on Saki Sakura TV. Saki Sakura doing a lot of organizing for this event as well. And I think we're going to be going over to Naomi's stream next or to Polishina's stream next to follow up on gameplay here. I think, yeah, looks like we're going to have Naomi. We're going to have more of that Nagora Yuki good dog going on here. Well, we have good
more
girl,
dogs,
we have
the
good
better.
But yeah, we'll be
Good
waiting
girl
for a
and
match
good
to...
dog. That's great.
I'm just observing what's in front of me. I hope this is validating for those folks there that are getting their gameplay commentated. What can I say? But we're into the match here, and I think it's a Nago mirror. Yeah, it is.
It is going to be interesting to see how these two approach the matchup.
Yeah,
also,
I
looks
don't
like
think I've
Naomi is
seen
sitting
this...
at 7 points now. Very healthy amount to have.
I don't know if I've seen... Yeah, and see... I don't know if I've seen the Nago mirror before, so this is an interesting one here. All right, burst gets used there, and we've got Naomi on the teal-ish. Is that teal? No, that's not teal. What would you call that color? Mint. There it is.
Mint.
Yes, the color that matches the avatar there.
Oh, so
All
it does.
blood explosion. Oh no, got caught with a big swing. That's going to delete the life bar and give the first round to the opponent, Nagoriyuki.
One of the few times I've seen that connect. Very rarely do you find yourself in a good situation where you actually manage to get the super after blood explosion.
Yeah, we definitely haven't. I don't think we've seen it hit once today from the Nagos that we've had on stream thus far. Naomi, though, firing back now with a very big life lead. Nicely done.
I got the download almost immediately there.
All right, into round 3 here
again
on this game.
All right, building up plenty of blood right now, finding an opening too.
I cannot believe how far out Nago's toe goes on his kick. That's so far.
It's the same reaction when people see Potemkin's 5D and actually see the... Not 5D, sorry. 2D and see the hitbox for it.
Yeah.
Just the same amount of disgust, but also impressiveness. I don't know how that term would work.
Yes. Disgusting, parenthetical, impressed.
Disgust, that's positive.
Yes, exactly. You get it. That is game 1 going in Naomi's favor here. Nicely done there.
Very dominant game 1 too.
Yeah. But the first round was looking a little bit rocky there, but it's one of those things too where if the first round goes away, if you just don't let it shake you and you just use that information to then fire back with your remaining time and attempts, it can... The first round doesn't need much after that.
Study session.
Exactly. Call it a dry run, if you will. All right, burst gets used here, pushing away. Naomi in firm control of the situation, chases the escape there into the corner and able to seal the deal there.
Right, tried to go for the same opening, but the opponent Nago had it scouted this time. Doesn't matter, we've got it. Even if it's coming from the corner, doesn't matter, still lands. Old reliable.
Damn, that button hits so big!
All right, once again, finding an opening with the... That's very long attacks.
Naomi is firing
so long.
So fast. Excellent stuff here.
I believe that's another point on the board for Naomi. I believe that's going to be up to 8 now.
Yeah, and with these point totals too, being caught in the middle of the pack is it's an interesting thing that happens with these point races or with round robins, where the people in the middle of the pack sometimes have more exciting stories in terms of like event narrative because it's less of a sure thing. Like it's why watching like top 32 to top 16 is often for me much more exciting than watching the top 8 of a bracket, because like that's where you see all the volatility come into play before you see everything get so refined down that it's going to be I don't want to say expected results in a bad way, but less dynamic results, perhaps, if that's a more polite way of saying that.
Yeah, 32 to 16 is where you're going to see like people actually start to upset their seeds. You're going to start to see like, you know, new players making a name for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely the fun part to watch.
Yeah, like if I can only make time to like watch one part of a tournament, that's usually where I'm trying to find rather than trying to wait for the top 8. Like I'll not the top 8s aren't exciting because it always is, like, be in the crowd, feel the energy, feel the electricity. But the top 32 to top 16 is like, you see a lot of really interesting stuff happen in that middle of the pack play. And with some of these
where
point
you get
totals
the lore
right now. Yeah, exactly. And with some of these point totals that we have right now, since these are people competing to get into the top 8 for tomorrow, that middle of the pack play is where the point totals are really, really going to matter. Because like right now, Alethea and Mira, so long as they just keep up with their points and stay consistent, they're going to be fine. Speaking of Alethea, who I just brought up here, I think we're going to be transferring over to her stream next.
All right, very dominant play too, already in the corner, already with a wall stick. Not quite managing to kill off of the super, but one mix is going to do it. Unfortunately, very hard to mix Leo with that DP.
Yeah, one of the very effective DPs in the game there, and of course, being on a charge input as well, you don't necessarily need to have the side correct as well. You can just you got that guaranteed down up. So that's why 2/2 DPs are evil.
Absolutely. All right, going coast to coast, World Tour again.
Nice hit with the JS with the counter hit as well. We got the wall stick. Oh no, we got the
wall
network.
Stick destroyed the stream.
Wall stick with the network stick too. All right. Got the positive bonus now too. Ino is terrifying with positive bonus just because she can get so much forward momentum. Okay,
Ooh,
baiting
great
out the
use,
Megalo with
partner.
that spacing, that was really cool. And then getting the counter hit afterwards, I'm a fan.
All right, getting the wall stick. Surviving.
Yeah, it does have bar available here too. Enough bar for the RC. Oh, no, it doesn't take the
All right,
RC.
opting for a reset.
All right, I think, okay. That's going to be the round here for this Leo player. Alethea going to be down to round 3 here. And I think we actually are going to take a hop over to Mira's stream because I believe we have 2 of our Queen of the Hill series fighting against each other right now. So we're going to have not a team kill, but people from the same event fighting right now. And so we're going to transfer over to Mira's stream and see if we can catch some of that. That'll be Mira's Soul going up against Afel's Jacko.
Interesting. Hopefully this is going to be a preview for what's to come tomorrow. So hopefully this will sell you on making sure that you tune in then.
Yes, of course. And tomorrow it'll be taking place on the Dynamic Focus stream, I believe, rather than taking place here. Although I would guess that Saki will have pointing towards the other stream. Oh, they just wrapped up. We just missed it. That's one of the difficulties. It went 2-1. Wait, was that a Fel 1-2-1 or Mira 1-2-1? A Fel 1-2-1 over Mira. I'm
nice.
Good shit, Afel. Mira's a extremely strong player. That's very impressive from Afel. I only say that just because
there's the upset.
Yeah. And that's also a middle of the pack taking some points off of one of the leaders too. That's awesome. Yeah, very good job to Afel because Mira has won a lot of stuff in a couple of different games. So that's no small task right there. I wish we could have caught that on stream. I believe that there might be something with getting the replays later on, but unfortunately, we do not have that for you right now. However, I believe we're going to pop over to Alex of the Dead, get some more of that Soul gameplay, and we'll see if we can get that pulled up for you in just a minute here.
We also get to appreciate a cute zombie VTuber, so you've got even extra reason to tune in just for that.
Yes, indeed. Alex the Dead's VTuber is there. Alex the Dead's model is very, very cute. It's nice. All right, but we'll get into that momentarily, though. We got Alethea. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alethea. We're not commentating your gameplay there. I had the Eno on stream, too, and I missed it. Apologies. I was trying to sort some of our particulars here. And as you can see in the chat, too, we got that Matcherino as well while we're in between games and in between matches. So if you want to try to hit that up, feel free to go ahead and do so.
Let's see what our Matcherino is actually sitting at right now. Looks like we're sitting at a healthy $1,018.05. We still got 18 codes left, too.
Yeah, please try to use those codes up. Even if the codes seem like a small thing, those codes also show engagement, and showing the engagement numbers is also what helps people get more valuable codes for the future and also unlock other aspects within Matcherino. So please cash them codes out. All right, we got Alex the Dead right now going up against an Eno themselves. Ooh, down to last touch here, but just Gunflame. No, thank you. Nice round end there from Alex.
Unfortunately, the VTuber is in the way, so we're not going to be able to see what the... Oh, okay. I guess we still don't get to know what the score was. All right, looks like we're going to Celestial.
All right, well, Alex getting the mid session Celestial screen and getting stalled out.
Could you imagine getting to Celestial in the middle of a tournament? Well, in the middle of qualifiers for a tournament. What kind of lore is that?
I mean, it's got to unlock something. It feels like it should, right?
Right.
All right.
That's an IRL Dragon install.
Yeah. All right, we got Sunset Radiance coming up now, the Sleepy Shy Sheep VTuber. We'll get that pulled up here. We're getting into it.
Every VTuber we've had so far has been absolutely adorable.
I know, right? All right, we got the Ramlethal play going on right now, going up against a Pink Geo.
Right, turning right back around, Ooh, Jesus. That sentence
up and
didn't come out right.
That's okay, don't worry about it. Got up and above the dive kick there, was able to find a bit of a punish there, but not able to finish out the round here. And this is one round apiece already, so if this Geo player gets a hit, they might be able to get enough bar, but they ain't gonna get no hit. She dead. Nice job to Sunset Radiance. Getting some more points on the board.
Am I still connected?
Yeah, I still got you here.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm very sorry. My electricity just blinked off for a second, and I didn't know if I dropped or anything.
Good old American infrastructure. God bless.
You gotta love it. Greatest country in the world.
Gotta love it. Parenthetical negative. All right.
Anyway, while we might not
Into
be
the
the greatest country, Sunset Radiance right now making themselves out to look like they might be the best Ram.
Hell yeah!
Unfortunately,
Ramlethal
unfortunately find themselves locked in the corner.
I just realized Ramlethal and like has a sheep which is like adjacent to Rams. I love it. Not quite the same, but it's like adjacent to it. All right, gonna get wall broke.
Your brain
here.
works so much better than mine. I never would have put that together. It's so adorable.
Just differently. It's an ADHD thing. It's just different. It's like a sideways working.
Fair enough.
Okay. The Geo catches the air throw here. Sunset Radiance already down a round here after that ender from the previous round from this Geo here. I keep thinking this is Vicky Viper since Vicky Viper uses this color, but it looks like it's a different Geo though. Nice, holding on the pressure here.
Finding
in the corner.
Grab there. We have seen Radiance managing to get themselves out of the corner very consistently though. So despite being in the corner against Geo, a very scary position to be in, looks like that's not going to be too much of a fear. Finding themselves back in the corner again. Hopefully they're able to consistently keep finding their way out, which it looks like they are.
Yeah, able to use the burst to get out there, blocks the dive kick, and tries to get some pressure going afterwards, but unfortunately not able to capitalize on it too much. The Geo once more be able to get in there and score with a throw. It seems like Sunset seems to be having a little bit of trouble handling some of those throw options, because was not the first throw that Geo got on them in situations where you might have expected a throw. Of course, fighting against Geo is a scary prospect in general, so I understand. I would have got scooped. Who am I kidding?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the strike throw mix-up can be very, very scary.
And what's weird too is that depending on the fighting game that you came from before you started playing Strive, you may be more or less prepared for the strike throw mix, especially because you cannot OS the throw OSing inputs are different and in implementation in this compared to other fighters. So if you haven't played something with like a whiffable throw before, trying to deal with strike throw in Strive, it feels very weird. Like, because in Plus R you don't have throw whiff animations because they're all prox throws, or so it's a weird thing of the different fighting games that you've played before give you different skills for playing other fighting games in the future, and so it makes me wonder what Sunset Radiance has played before in the past as well, and if that might be something that has that influences it. That's a lot of words. My apologies.
It's totally fine. It would actually be very interesting to see what else they've played.
Skullgirls is what's listed on their bio sheet, so that might be something there. I'm guessing the strike through game doesn't work the same as in the Skullgirls.
My experience with Skullgirls pretty limited, but from the little bit that I do have, I do think that it feels a lot different from Strive. So I would imagine that the strike throw game probably pretty different. And even for Giovanna in general, her strike throw game is so much different than a lot of the other characters in this game. So dealing with that in general can just be difficult.
Radiance with a positive bonus, and then able to find the button after the wall break to close out the round. Nicely done there.
Ooh, great air throw there by the Geo, and another throw.
Oh, the air throw! Oh no. Both sides going for the throw. This is a throw-happy game now.
Not close enough. They're both grapplers.
It's one of those things... Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, once you introduce the option and you've gone to it enough, then, like, both you and the other player get kind of mind melded over going to those options again sometime. So the weird things that happen with the unspoken language that occurs within fighting games, the conversations that you're having without words, if you will.
A language all their own.
Indeed. Ooh, hits with the far S, but unfortunately not able to connect afterwards from there.
All right, at a life disadvantage, but with Ram's further reaching moves, it's not going to be very surprising if Radiance does manage to start lowering this life lead by a lot. And as we're seeing it happen right in front of us,
nice burst.
With the safe options that Ram has, as long as that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I was going to say, one thing I really liked there with how that round was going was, even though Sunset Radiance was lower on life, they weren't panicking. They were like still pretty calm about maintaining their position and not getting thrown off by things. And she did a really nice job of just trying to be patient with it and slowly even out that life discrepancy. Didn't totally work out in the end. Nice combo here, able to link that to get the second rep of the Rekkas there. Nice.
All right, Gia managed to avoid the explosion from the sword, but Radiant still managing to kind of keep dominance here, unfortunately losing it now to Geo.
Yeah, a little bit low on meter as well, and the Geo's pretty gassed up and has burst available. This is very scary for Sunset right now. What's she going to do? She blocks the dive kick there. Oh, no, whiffs the throw from the Geo, blocks the dive kick once more, but then the Geo able to score the throw. This is... Damn. That's a heartbreaker.
This close to
That's a
greatness.
heartbreaker. I was believing in you,
Hey, either
Sunset.
way.
I was believing in you.
Hey, either way, we've still got time in this tournament, so Sunset still has plenty of time to get some more points on the board. Looks like we're heading over to Mira now. Going to see some more Soul.
Mira with that Soul, and also fairly high up on the leaderboard as well, so we can expect some strong gameplay from Mira once we get that pulled back up here. Yeah, I really like this format too, since we're not just seeing a lot of gameplay with a lot of different characters as we hop over from stream to stream, but we're also getting to see all of the players' personalities on their streams as well, just from seeing their own stream overlays or whatever else. And here we are into the gameplay here, going up against a Zato, our first Zato featured on stream here. So let's see what Mira does to handle this. Sitting on 14 points right now. Very nice, very nice. Oh, nice RC,
Zato
gets the corner swap as well.
Switch.
Zato,
very
such a
dominant
scary
play so far.
Such a scary character in this game too.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially as a Potemkin player, Zato is one of my worst nightmares.
Yeah, like just with how he can layer his offense with Eddie, you've got the oppose as a move is just whew, who okayed that one?
A lot of aggression from Mira so far, finding a lot of openings. Unfortunately, Zato also managing to find an opening. It's going to be a huge
nice punish
there.
in there. Oh no! Well, good for Mira that the Zato player dropped the punish there. Mira is just swinging with these DPs. However, though, at this point, only has to be right one more time on the DP to close it out, and the Zato player has not displayed that they've been able to have the damage to make the punishes count. And that's a thing too. Is like when you're playing, if you are fighting someone who has shown that they cannot make their punishes count, it's a lot less scary to DP because you can just do that. You don't want to always do that against everybody, but if somebody has shown that they consistently are not able to capitalize on that punish, you may as well. All right, and that's going to be Mira taking those 2 games there off of the Zato player, and then I think we're going back to training mode here. So I think we might hang around here for just a moment and see if we get a match in. Oh, I like this. Just jumping forward, air dash back, JH. Nice. It's almost like a Magneto sequence. It's almost like a Magneto sequence in Marvel 3, because if you do that, you OS a throw on your way down, and then your JH covers the angle that they might be jumping out at, so then if they block your JH, they're in block stun anyways, whether they're jumping or whether you just get the hit with it, and then you get moved from there.
Every time I hear someone explain something from Marvel, I realize that my brain is nowhere near as big as it needs to be to ever play it.
You'd be surprised. You get some pretty small brain activity in that game. But we got Zato
Fair
here,
enough.
so we might have some big brain activity. We'll see how this goes.
Looks like the same Zato too.
Yes. Let's get into it.
All right, into the corner. Let's see if Zato is going to be able to keep Mira locked down. So far, she's managed to find her way out of pretty much everything that the Zato has been going for. The counterplay from Mira has been absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, Zato is an interesting character in that if you know the sequences and the setups, they become a good deal less, unless you know that they're using the right setups and you see that they're using the right setups, and your knowledge can pay off a lot versus Zato. I'll say that, because if you can track what they're doing with the Eddie and you understand how they can try to manipulate that, you can recognize what is or isn't real, and you can bust right through a lot of that a lot of the time.
Sounds like I need to start doing my homework.
Unfortunately, if you want to compete at the level that some of these players do, that you do have some homework to be doing. Mira with the perfect.
I guess I'm sticking to commentary.
All right, Mira there with a perfect. That was so fast against that Zato. I think we're going to pop over to a player we haven't seen just yet, Melanade. And we'll be popping over there momentarily. Let me just verify who Melanade is.
Looks like another Ram player.
Yes, all right. We'll be popping over to Melanade and see how they are doing right now. Haven't seen them just yet. Intrigued to see what they're going to bring to the table. All right. Looks like they got the
A
going up
purple
against a
stream
Viking
layout.
right
I'm
now.
already sold.
Oh, I got the cat ears too. Let's go. All right.
All right,
Mellow
Viking so
here
far
on
getting
the
a lot
orange.
of corner carry.
Yeah, Mellow here on the orange ram. Ooh, having a little bit of trouble with the Viking here. Getting tethered there. Tried to go for the super, but the Viking ended up getting onto the other side of it, so the super went ahead and whiffed. No DP for you. No reversal. That's a wall break. It's a tough break for Melonade.
All right, that 2-slash is absolutely deadly from Viking. You never expect... You don't expect a character like this to have such a long reaching 2S.
Oh, now Viking buttons are wild and a lot of the time, so... Oop, we got the full animation. There you go. Isn't that what you wanted to see? The full animation of it?
That's what I've wanted to see the whole time. It just looks so nice.
All right, Melonade here trying to find a way in. Is even on rounds here, so we have seen is able to draw blood, but unfortunately, it'll be Melonade's blood that's coating the floor today. Unfortunately, after that low button from Viking. That's a tough break. Getting back into it, though.
Right. Looks like she does have another chance, though. Unfortunately, it was blocked, so I wasn't able to see if we were on round 1 or 2 with that. All right, Viking going for the throw. All right, seeing some very slow play so far from Melonade. Just looks like they're trying to go for some counterplay, but unfortunately with the aggression that this Viking has, finding an opening is appearing to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, it's if you're having trouble finding a way in, especially if you're a character who doesn't have a ton of like, I don't want to say doesn't have ranged options because Ram does have a lot of reach, but it's still like dependent on how she's positioning herself, and she still has to put herself at risk for some of that. So it can be a little bit hard to find your way in a lot of the time if the other person's spacing and button control, or angle control rather, is very on point. However, Melonade has the positive bonus now, almost able to finish it out there, and then might have been a frame trap after the button there going into the Rekka, and it worked out.
Putting 7 golden letters on the board too. Well, golden doesn't quite work as much anymore, actually. This is white letters. 7 white letters.
It's okay. It's still got the same. It's still got the same intent. It's golden in feeling. Oof, but
Right.
That's not a very gold feeling right there. Seeing Melonade go up against the wall there and get smashed through it. Okay, gunshot super misses. Nice. We got the corner carry here. Oh no, not able to complete the combo. Tough break for Melonade.
That 6k into Tatami is absolutely deadly. Especially with some of the conversions you're able to get off of it too.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Melonade, not quite able to make it happen there. And that Viking player running off with those points that should have been Melonade. I don't think that Viking player is entered in the Queen of the Hill series, but they are stealing some points from Melonade's opportunity. And I believe we're popping back over to Afel now, our Jacko player that we saw a little bit earlier. Sitting on 9 points. Let's go. Let's get it.
Ooh, a Jacko mirror.
Yo, okay.
This is going to show
Right,
this is going to show the expression better than I ever could have with my explanation, because now we just get to see it firsthand.
Oh, that dust from the other Jacko was really nice there. I like that a lot.
All right, FL,
Nice
I believe,
catches
was
with
the
the
purple
2K.
Jacko, right?
Yes, Afel is the purple Jacko. I love that sequence there with the 2K, 2D, and then setting up a couple of the minion hits after that. Wasn't able to keep the other Jacko completely locked down in the corner, but it did establish that pressure and kept some of the offense going. Love to see it. What I'm really liking from Afel's Jacko is, even if it's not always a huge... Oh, as I say it, we're going to get the wall break
That
off
was
of this?
such a nice sequence.
Oh no! The Elysium driver was too far away and it didn't confirm. You can see Afel smiling about it too. She's having a nice time. That's great. But
All that matters is fun.
One of the things that Afel is doing that I'm really liking is, even if it's not always a huge reward off of a touch, Afel is finding some way to turn any touch into even a minor advantage so that it can eventually start snowballing and just constantly keeping a slight step ahead of the opponent there. Like, every single time we're seeing a button get pressed, we're seeing a minion get set, or seeing a minion get moved around, or seeing a command issued. Afel's doing a really nice job of capitalizing on any opportunity given to get that anti-air button after the RC, that was so nice.
And once again,
Yo, Afel.
7 more white letters on the board.
Damn, Afel, that was so good. That was so good. I'm gonna, this is the first time that I've had a chance to see Afel play has been today. Instant fan. I want to see Afel on more streams.
Absolutely. All All right, finding a counter hit,
Getting-
but the burst, unfortunately, is not going to let Fel capitalize off of that. All
Yeah,
right,
a
keeping
little bit of
the
a
back
heartbreaker there,
block.
but
All right, another counter hit, no burst this time, but unfortunately not in a position to be able to do anything with it. Finding the opening on the low. Small hits adding up right here.
That's one of the things when you are playing a character that is built around building up momentum and having a somewhat of a zoning plan. Sometimes is even just the small touches, if they can just get you an inch closer to your plan, really add up. Because like once you get your win con, oh yes, sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
You're totally fine.
Sorry, I'm becoming such a fan of Fel's gameplay and watching the Jacko go and seeing the logic in motion. It's great. It's making my brain very happy right now.
Hey, I've become a fan of just about everyone that we've seen here tonight.
Oh,
The
right?
expression, the great stream layouts, the great play. There's a lot of reasons to love everybody we've got here tonight.
Hits with the dust as well. Nice. Yeah, competitive volleyball. Let's go. Looking like a volleyball anime out here. It's probably a shonen volleyball anime, I'm sure. Elysium Driver, let's go.
All right, just keeping the other Jacko locked down, using the minions and a
Throw,
grab to take the
nice.
win.
I don't believe in this pressure. Eat this throw.
This pressure's
All right,
fake.
I think we're going over to Solstice now, which is also same person as Good Girl. So we'll get that going on for you here in just a moment as we get back to its stream. This is had the protogen overlay. That's the word.
Right, that one.
Yes. Yeah. Solstice is I believe what we had them entered by, but then their tag is Good Girl there. Oh, damn.
Gotcha.
Y'all didn't see it in the preview screen, but we just saw the Potemkin get scooped by Megalo. Does that like hurt more
The
as a grappler
grappler
when you
got
get hit by
grabbed.
someone else's? Yeah, does that really hurt more?
Oh, it's terrible. I always say it's bad luck to grab a grappler.
Yo, nice. We got 12 points on the board here as well. Almost assuredly going to be seeing Good Girl in the top 8 tomorrow. Solstice here, doing great. Let's see what it brings to the table right now. Oh no, push to the wall here. Okay, the Eno player doesn't go for the wall break there, just wants to keep the corner pressure instead. Smart, but didn't have the low height forced untech though, which is a really grimy mix-up setup.
Yeah, unfortunately, also missing the wow, I really forgot the name of my own main's moves.
That's okay.
Slide ahead. Jesus.
All right, we got the field out on the screen right now. We got the follow-up with the heat knuckle. Will we build enough bar for a follow-up? Builds enough bar for an RC. Doesn't do anything with it though. Oh no, that's a tough break for it. The Eno player was ready for it and just tapped it out with the 2K to interrupt things there.
Unfortunate.
Heartbreaker.
Okay,
All right,
but
see
it
if we
does
get
have
the
another
rematch here.
chance. Oh, unfortunately, no,
didn't get
not
the
going to
rematch.
go though.
That's a heartbreaker.
But
That's
hey,
okay.
all that matters, more Potemkin.
Yes, more Potemkin. All right. Oh, it looks like this is a channel for 2 people here for Solstice. I'm not sure if that's like they got 2 selves going on or if they stream a lot with a friend of theirs, but I see the Soul and Gilly down at the bottom there with the different pronouns. All right, I think we're going to be hopping over to Palushina next, but hopefully we can get some more action there from Good Girl in the near future, and well, Good Girl or Solstice, whichever name it wants to go by right now. But either way, we're hopping over to Palushina now so we can get our other Jacko on stream for a little bit. Have that for you in just a minute. And if you want to follow along with the bracket, you can use !bracket in the chat, and that should pull up the bracket, which is being hosted on Paidia, which is another tournament platform as an alternative to some other tournament platforms out there, which alternatives are good. They offer diversification and make sure that people are staying competitive with one another. Into the action, though, now with Palushina. Hopefully we can get a rematch here, and so we can get another game on stream for you ASAP.
Unfortunately,
they
cursed
didn't.
it just as soon as it was said.
Jinxed it! I thought commentator cursing was only for combos and stuff. I didn't know it was for like real life circumstances too.
Hey, unfortunately, once you become a commentator, you can't say anything, or whatever you guess is going to happen is going to be the opposite every time.
Well, I'm sure that these gas prices won't go down.
Let me check my gas prices really quick. Oh my god, it's $2 a gallon!
Hooray! Finally. I'm sure we won't. I'm sure we won't have a good Medicare for all hearing. Sorry. I've been looking at hospital. I've been looking at medical bills lately. I can't help it. I feel like this is something that all of our U.S. I feel like all of our U.S. viewers here are like, oh no, that's okay, that's fair.
We've got to commiserate over. We've got to commiserate over it. Everything costs too much. We've all not gone to the hospital because we thought about the bills afterwards.
God, right? You know,
you think about the bills and you feel even sicker.
And so thank God that we have free rematches here, and we ain't got to keep pumping quarters into a machine to keep getting our rematches going on.
Definitely. Looks like Sheena did not get that match, unfortunately. Still sitting here staring at Kai.
I mean, it's not a bad place to be. If you had to stare at someone, just saying.
That's fair. That's fair. Despite my hatred of Kai, he's got a good design.
Kai Color 8, I think it is. It looks like a little Hot Topic-y, but Kai Color 8 and Dragon Install?
I'll have to look at that. The only colors I know by heart are Potemkin 8 and Baiken 8 because they're the trans rights colors.
All right, we are into it though. Polishina got a match here, going up against Nago. Another Nago. We got probably our most featured character on the stream so far today. Nice with the 2K2D into the block, 2K2D block string into the minion set, getting some offense established here, using the long range command issuing from the minions to keep control of stuff. Oh, I like that. Using believe that's JD that shoots the pellet down to manipulate the position of the minion.
I believe that's right.
Ooh, swatted out of the air.
Batting away the minion.
Damn, playing Virtua Tennis up in here with Instrive. Okay.
Is it a sword or a baseball bat? At this point, I can't tell. Especially with that hitbox.
It's deleting life bars either way, so like...
The minion was in the perfect place, too, as soon as that ended.
Gotta put the Smash Brothers baseball bat noise onto the Nago Blood Sword Super.
If you guys make mods, someone make that right now, please.
All right. Palu here, sitting up around, in control of the situation, just trying to keep this Nago away. No, thank you. Stay away from me. And you can see this, like, it's interesting when you see people play similar characters across games, too. Like, Sheena plays Minot in 5. I'm not sure if still plays Minot or not, but has a lot of very well done... Had a lot of like cool orb combos, stuff like that with Minot. So it's interesting to see how people port over those skills from other games into a different game like Strive. However, though, bit of a life discrepancy, or life deficiency right now. Ooh, about to have a... Ooh, never mind. I thought I was going to be able to drag that out for a little bit longer, but this combo going to kill, and that's going to be the end of that round for Sheena.
Hey, if it's a Nago and the opponent's under 30%, just expect a kill on the first hit.
Right?
And do not expect it to last for very long. All right, Sheena managing to rack up some damage and racking up some corner carry, opting to stay close to Nago this time. But never mind, now we're getting the distance back. Now we're seeing that more traditional Jacko play.
It's one of those things where once you keeping it up close, Elysium Driver, nice. It's one of those things where sometimes she wants to stay close so she can use her own normals as well to stack with the minions so that you get locked down in a pressure sequence and you don't have a way out. And if she's farther away, that can be a little bit harder for her to keep consistent and keep it going unless she has a bunch of minions already on top of you.
All right, Nago managing to lower that life lead by a lot there. Just the damage that Nago is able to put out. Got
a lot of bar here from Sheena, so it has multiple... Oh, no. Okay, there's the YRC to break up the pressure there. Oh,
unfortunately,
no, these Nago players...
RC'd into there for any further damage.
These Nago players are just swinging with this super. Like, how many times have we seen that super specifically on Wake Up?
Too many.
Right? They just do not stop. Well, tough break there for Sheena. Let's see if we get another match.
It does still have an opportunity to still get a point here. Sitting at 8 right now. Very, very comfortable amount to have.
We are nearing the end of the rematch, sequence.
Unfortunately.
All right, I think we're going to be popping back over to our Eno player that we have on stream right now, Alethea. So we will be popping over that way soon. We'll see what Alethea's point total is as well, possibly at that same time.
It's great that we both got to commentate a good bit of our mains today, and now we get to commentate our mains at the same time. Oh, no.
I think that was just the loading screen for it.
Oh, pain.
All right. Oh, we should get a
Either
match
way,
going
you
up
still
soon,
get your
guys.
name.
Yes. All right, we'll get another match for you all here on stream in just a bit, and we are coming up to the end of our timing here as well. But I think we'll still have a few more matches before we're done.
And strive.
Of course,
they only last
tomorrow-
like 30 seconds.
And of course, tomorrow for the top 8, that'll be happening at 3 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/dynamic focus. All right, I think Mira is where we are headed to next. Yeah, we got Soul going up against an Anji here, so we'll see how Mira fares against the fanboy.
Such a good name.
I mean, he is though.
All right, Mira getting the wall splat. I can kill in a single touch, but it's going to be a matter of finding that opening, and unfortunately, that's going to be a huge punish here for Anji, but not if it drops.
Oh, I like that. Using the RC to get the upward momentum from the jump as well, so able to turn it into like a slow fall mix there and try to call out if the Anji player is going to try to go for an anti-air button or try to swing with Ko. That was a very nice RC there with that timing from Mira.
Also, Mira getting up to 19 points now.
Whoa, what? 19?
19.
That was
going
fast.
to be
Okay.
very interested to see if anyone manages to get up to 20. If
Yeah,
anyone
we'll
can
do
do
a
it, Mira can
point.
do it.
Yeah. No, Mira is as said before, Mira is a beast across a couple of different games, so like absolutely doable.
All right, looks like we got an Anji. Wonder if it's going to be the same Anji again. I do believe that they were playing the regular skin. Trying to remember if it was a specific color.
Honestly, I cannot recall because the match was so brief and Mira was so all over them.
I do think this is a different Anji. Oh,
okay.
Okay, so we're split 50-50. Either way, it's an Anji. That's all that matters for now.
Yep. Pops the butterfly. Not able to get any mix after it, though. Here comes one more. Just DPs through it. No, thank you. I ain't holding this.
Who needs pressure when you've got a DP and you've got meter on deck?
Wait, tried to go
never
for
mind.
the throw.
She doesn't have meter on deck, but either way. You've got a DP and your soul.
Well, you got burst, so like, you can only hurt so much, right?
Exactly. Just DP. Don't worry about it.
Nice with the clean hit with the RC as well for the follow-up to get that damage and close it out. Nice. Very nicely done.
I love those combos so much.
Mira's use
so
of
goofy.
RCs in... Yeah, like the way that Mira uses RCs to keep momentum in key situations and still convert it and have it like not look particularly... Like, a lot of characters do that, but the smoothness with it with Mira, I think, like, always gets to me.
Yeah, with them being
Burst
like
out there.
particularly kind of tight combos most of the time when you use anything momentum based with RCs. Like it can be very hard to land those consistently, but I don't believe I've seen Mira drop one yet.
This is why Mira's I've been extolling her virtues. Nice. Spaced out the throw, knew it was coming. Oh, nice. Spaced out. Tried just to make sure that the Anji player thought the throw was coming, then just tap it with the 2K. Don't even need a conversion at that point, too. So you don't even have to like, ooh, I'm going to bait their throw and then get a huge punish on the shimmy punish.
All right, Mira just going to need to find one more win here to find herself at 20 points. I believe in Mira. I think she can do it.
Oh, 100. 100.
Anji does have a very strong start so far, managing to land a lot of mix-ups here, but Mira with mix-ups of her own.
I like that cross under there to try to get the corner position back. Like, it was towards the middle of the screen, so it's not totally keeping the corner, but at the same time, if you have a capability to do so and you're in the situation for it, just do it.
All right, managing to push
Hold
the
pressure.
corner. But Anji
Nice throw
taking
from
the
the
corner
Anji.
right back.
Like, Mira is just so relentless. Like, the moment you leave a gap for Mira to act, Mira immediately turns it into her advantage in her situation, and it's no longer your situation. Like, sometimes when you're fighting people and you give them a moment to breathe, they'll use that to try to escape or something. But Mira, it feels like she uses those moments when she has a chance to escape just to assert her own offense.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it, like, really scary, especially when you have a character that can enable such things like Soul.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually that's exactly what I was about to say. Like that sort of gameplay and using Soul is just nightmare fuel.
Oh, wait. Oh, not quite. I thought we just saw the JH backdash that we were watching from Mira a little bit earlier. It wasn't quite that, and then she was still able to find the buttons in the end of the day to seal the deal on that round.
Hey, even if it's
Sorry,
not the
I'll just
lab
hear my
combo,
dog
it
yelling.
lands and kills. All right, seeing some more aggression now from this Anji, which is definitely the answer for what you're going to have when you're going up against someone like Mira. All right, great DP from getting the corner carry. Wake up super! If it works, it works!
I mean, if someone's been doing unchecked offense the whole time, you got to throw out something to check them eventually at some time. Otherwise, they're just going to keep doing it. So, I respect it. Didn't work
Great
out.
burst bait
Didn't
from
work out in
Mira.
the long run. That's
Getting
gonna
the kill
do it.
at 20 points.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done.
And I believe our caster just said that we were going back over to Melanade.
Yes, we are popping over to Melanade next. We'll have them pulled up on stream here in just a minute.
Awesome.
Melanade here was
some RAM again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Melanade had the nice purple stream overlay, if you recall.
Right.
Had a little bit of trouble against a Biken player, I believe, last time we saw them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how she does coming up next. All right, looks like we got the match already set up. Oh, tough break. A daredevil was found, but a daredevil was not encountered. Me at the comic shop. I got really into Daredevil runs for a little bit. There was this run called Here Comes Daredevil. Very nice comic run. But regardless, though. Melanade right now, chilling out. Wait until the match starts. There's the Kai. Finally. Kai Kiske.
Time for flashbacks.
Kai's a super cool character in this game. When before I picked up Strive, I was thinking I might be a Kai player, and I tried it I wanted to, and then my various friends were like, "You're not a Kai player, Swell. Don't even try."
Given from what I do know of your gameplay style, I do not think that Kai would be too great of a fit for you.
Look, I saw the dragon install animation, and I got really excited. I don't know what else to tell you.
It's a really good animation.
All right, into the action now with Melanade, going up against this Kai here. Not able to establish much of pressure just yet. Kai player got a little bit of a life lead here. Melanade got something started in the corner here. We got the juggle. We got the wall break. Let's go. Give me that positive bonus.
Touch.
Got a lot of bars still.
But good use of the burst.
Oh, the DP RC from the Kai. Very nicely done there. Carries over to the corner. Sees the super with the RC. Nice. You got the bar for it. Feel free to go ahead and do it. I would have almost liked to have seen the meter get cashed out a little bit earlier just to maintain the pressure sequence. Like when you have a positive bonus still, just spending your RC so that you can keep the offense going, you very well might build that bar back. However, Kai player spending that cash rides the lightning all the way into the next round.
All right, let's see what sort of opening we're going to get. Just trying to keep the distance. I can definitely understand that for both of these sorts of characters.
Yeah, the 6P there, ducking out of the way, or not ducking out of the way, but invulning through the jump button there and opening up that sequence for the Kai. Melanade having a little bit of trouble dealing with that. Another DP there.
Eating that DP.
Yo, this Kai player is calling out these anti-airs, which is really unfortunate. Gold burst, gassed up now.
Yeah, putting a full stick of butter on the board, using that very quickly, going into the RC, getting the whole dust. Let's see, unfortunately, gets dropped.
No.
The timing can just be so uncomfortable sometimes.
That's really unfortunate. Okay, gets the throw here. Doesn't go for the forced untech or for the OTG, but just runs up for the second throw afterwards, and it works out. Like there wasn't that much
the Ramlet tech.
God, it is, right? I don't know what it is about her. Is it just like her run animation that makes it look faster or makes it look stronger? But it feels like with her versus other characters, I have so much more trouble dealing with it.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, not able to keep the lockdown. Did not time the sword correctly.
Oh no, it gets counter hit by the button there. Tried to press something in the middle. I might have gotten and got frame trapped by it, I believe. Down to the last round here. This is the last little bit of life. There's the burst from the Kai player. Keeps the corner position. However, Melanade able to find that button in. No. So unfortunate. Got the opening for it and almost got something started there, but then just caught out by the Kai low afterwards. Tough break. See if they get a rematch
I do believe that was
going to happen for her. We'll see if they get the rematch here or what it's going to look like.
All right, looks like we finally did get
All
the
right.
rematch.
One more.
All right, Kai going with a very heavy offense, pushed directly into the corner. Going for the burst.
Oh, that jump button caught Melonade on the way out of the corner there. Going to RTL, and this is probably going to break the wall. No, this will break the wall. I was thinking it might kill, but we at least get the wall break here. Oh.
All right, putting 7 white loaders on the board. Starting to feel a lot like my local in grand finals.
These Kai players, when these Kai players are strong. Like, it's not like Kai's doing anything terribly complicated. He's just got very strong basic tools, and it's just tough to deal with sometimes.
Jack of all trade, master of none, but better than a master of one.
Damn, what? Oh, catch
that's
with
the full thing.
Dipper.
No one knows the full thing.
Mm-hmm. Except you. You got the tech. Tough break for Melonade there. This Kai player putting in the work. And unfortunately, Melonade's Ramlethal not quite able to seal the deal against him. I go back to that initial sequence where Melonade had the positive bonus earlier and wasn't able to assert the momentum after it. Like, that's one of those things where if you have an opportunity but you're not able to capitalize on it, it can sometimes haunt you for the rest of a set. Like, if this wasn't the format, sometimes I will just take the one. If I'm in an online ranked thing and I have like my first game is one that's like kind of rough and my brain is shaken from it, I'll just like, nah, I'm just going to leave. Like, I'll just like take the other person thinking that I'm like scared of losing my points just to preserve my own mental. So I don't like feel mad for the next like 30 minutes because of that, because of playing out the rest of the set.
Hey, it's the tech. That's all that matters. As long as you have the tech working for you.
Yes, indeed. We're going to pop over to Alex the Dead next, I believe. I think we're already in a match there as well from them, so we'll see about that. But just a comment about that really quick, Ahe. That's one thing I've learned as I've gotten older in fighting games is trying to preserve my mental and not being too distraught about a single game if I'm like trying to play for like an extended set of time. Because if I know that I'm going to be trying to play for like a while in that day, then it's not worth letting myself get so thrown off from having like one bad set early on. And sometimes you just got to say, nope, just try not to get upset by this and take the wash, move on to the next one.
Definitely something that I need to start focusing on more. I do often let like, one bad round one like affect me a lot. Looks like we're going to be going back to Sunset. Time for more sheep.
All right, Sunset Radiance here, going up against a Baiken.
All right, Baiken finding the corner, a terrifying place to be, especially when you have to worry about the tatami setups.
Yeah, like trying to escape Baiken. Trying to escape Baiken sometimes can feel like you're just like running into a wall with how those tatami works, because the tatamis just draw a line across the screen.
Running into a floor, if you will.
Yes. What if the floor was the wall?
All right, great lockdown so far from Radiance.
Yeah, with a hell of a life lead too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Right.
Was nice and patient and let the other person. Yeah, this is something I'm seeing from Sunset Radiance's gameplay is like being a little bit content to let other people fall onto her buttons, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't always work out against all players. Nice with the conversion too. Let's go. Like it's not something that always works out,
but this one's going to take us there.
I'll come back to it later. That's all right though. Okay, the bike can keep the pressure up here. Oh, gets tethered in. All right, tether broken. No more of that. We got the explosions off the swords. Got another one there to lock down the pressure there. Force the block in the corner.
All right, great use of the claw. Unfortunately, not managing to get anything further off of that. Great corner carry here. Unfortunately, not managing to get the kill.
Oh, gets shot by the fireworks.
So hard to deal with. All right, another use of the Baiken Blicky, as we call it at the local. Got to bring in a little bit of the Coastal Conquerors lingo in where I can.
Hey, that's fair.
Great use. Great use to close that out. Not sure if that was the first or second match. I believe that was the first one. So I believe we came in as this was starting.
Yeah, the Sleepy Sheep model is too big and blocking the view of it, but that's okay.
Hey, no such thing. Looks like we got a one and done there, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get another match coming up here shortly for Sunset Radiance. Let's see if a Daredevil arrives. Yeah, something I was saying about Sunset Radiance while we're waiting for our next match to come up here is the playstyle where you are content to let other people fall into your buttons is something that can really work out versus a lot of players, but then there are certain other players who will see that you're doing that and try to counterplay around it. It's a playstyle that I find if you're not in a game that really allows you to enforce that, it's a playstyle that can run into player matchup problems. All right, I think we're popping over to Alex of the Dead now. I believe we have a game going on there for them, going up against a default color Ram.
There's a certain confidence that comes with picking default color.
And also a 5-minute warning to the rest of all of our players as well to try to get those last few points in before we stop the clock. Ooh, with the dust in the mid combo, let's go, Alex.
Right, very, very dominant start here. All right, not quite managing to find their way in, but managing with that one. This is going to be an opportunity for a lot of damage. Unfortunately, does not quite get close enough. Great throw tech.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, hits with a 5K there. Bandit Revolver's in, burst out, but that's fine. That's a W.
All right, let's see if we can keep this corner locked down. Managing to get a little bit there off of the Gunflame.
Yeah, the repeated Gunflame. Yeah, the repeated Gunflames there. I don't want to call it BM, but it is like a little bit like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. And just trying to see what the other person's going to do about it. Failed to rematch. That Ram player didn't... If you're trying to farm points, that's one of the reasons why you don't go for the BMs until you're in your last match of the set. Because if you're trying to farm ranked points, you're not always going to get your matches to last the whole time. This is more old person FGC tech.
You should write a book.
I mean, it's true. Like when I was in arcade sessions, I would have to like meter how hard I would go on somebody if they weren't like a fighting game person, because otherwise I'm only going to get one game against them. And if I want to fight another human. And if I want to fight another human because we don't have matchmaking, then I have to like be deliberate about making sure I can maximize those. Speaking of maximizing here, we're going to be on to Naomi next, maximizing some damage from this Nagore Yuki, going up against yet another Ramlethal. Let's see how Naomi does.
Ram and Nago, two of the most represented characters we've been seeing so far.
Yeah, we saw probably the most that we've seen. And although we always love to see Naomi, I think we're going to pop over to back over to Alex's stream, because I think we have another Queen of the Hill inter-competitor fight here. So I think we're going to be popping over to another stream here in just a moment.
I believe it was Candence, was the one that we're going to be seeing Alex fighting against.
Yeah, we have Alex going up against Candence. Candence we haven't seen on the streams yet. One of the players who's competing, but not quite able to stream, though. But we do have both of these players going up against one another. So let's see how they do. Candence also a big music nerd as well and plays bass, I believe, just to throw some fun facts out there for our players. But right now, getting lit up by Alex.
Definitely, this pressure, as we've seen, can be incredibly difficult to deal with. But a great answer there, but unfortunately that burst is the answer to everything.
So sorry, and I think it's Cadence too, so my apologies there if I messed that up. So sorry. Nice, got the wall break, got the positive bonus. Nice, had the read on the expecting the YOLO Ground Viper there from Alex of the Dead. I wonder where they might have gotten that read on Alex. Oh, once more,
Great
but that time
grab
Alex
from
did it into the PRC. That was great.
PRC into grab as a grappler, it feels great.
This is going to be our last set as well for the series, so I hope that we get some more fire on the screen here and that Cadence is able to put us into a duel 3 here so we can get as many games as possible in our last match here. Nice, scores the throw there. So much offense coming out here from Cadence. Let's do it.
Great.
Yo, there's the duel 3. That's what I want to see.
To close it out. 7 white letters. 7 platinum letters. Let's go with that. Platinum white, close enough.
No, I like platinum as well. It puts a certain value on it as opposed to just the generic white. Let us remove the value from the word white is my take here. But back into the gameplay, we'll call it platinum instead. The perfect platinum.
All right, very back and forth so far. Alex going with the feint on the Gunflame.
I like that fainted gunflame there, Ground Vipers. And again, nice. Tried to bait out the throw attempt to punish it, but Cadence, though, not taking the bait. Uh-oh.
Right, unfortunately, going to be taking that, going clean 30% damage.
Yeah, no bar or burst available either from Cadence. And there's the RC from Alex. That's probably going to be a dead character. Oh, gets one more chance at life here.
Cadence does still have an opportunity, but unfortunately going to be eating the gunflame.
That's a heartbreaker. All right, I think we got a rematch here as well. Both these players going to take their chances to get these points while they can. So we're going to stay here until we reach the end of these two players playing. How fitting that we're able to get some a Queen of the Hill competitor on stream going up against each other for our last set. I'm a fan. I hope y'all watching are a fan as well. I'm pulling for Cadence here. No disrespect to Alex, but we haven't seen Cadence on stream yet, so I want to see the win.
We always want to see players shine their first time on stream. Whether it's a local, whether it's a major, whether it's this, we want to see the new people shine. And we want a good representation for what we're going to be seeing tomorrow. We want this to be a little sneak preview.
Exactly, and that'll be going down at the same time tomorrow. Right now, though, we're going to see if this Soul will be going down from Cadence's offense, pushing in, doesn't have the Oki advantage, but saw the Ground Viper coming, stuffed out the 2K. Gave Soul the leggy. Soul wasn't ready for the leggy.
You got to stick the leggy out when you can. And this time definitely paid off. But this is also going to pay off a lot of damage here. They gave us Shoto grappler damage.
He's fine. It's fine.
All right, good offense so far, but opening up with the YRC into the wild throw.
All right, duel 3. Oh, wow, round start button there just caught the jump attempt. Oh, actually, that might have been her flipping move instead of a jump attempt there. Nice throw there from Cadence. Does the forced untech afterwards? Ooh, gets up and above the Ground Viper. Nice, nice. Sliding on in there. Ooh, hits the charge dust. Let's go. We got the full sequence here? Yes, we do. Awesome. Excellent.
I love seeing a whole dust combo. Like, just go in full. It's so satisfying. Just such a nice burst combo. There. Makes my anime heart happy.
Excellent work there from Cadence with that burst. If that burst hadn't come out there, that would have been some damage. And then leaving Alex, because that confirm was sort of I don't want to say a sloppy situation like Alex was doing sloppy play, but it was just a weird situation. So if Alex was still able to get the confirm there and then turn it into a reliable situation where Alex could have baited the burst, then that would have been dangerous for Cadence. So I really like that burst usage there at that sequence at the moment the awkward hit came into play. Oh, damn. Alex does not want to be defeated on their own stream for the last session of the day. Whew. Another throw.
Cadence putting down some very heavy to go for the pressure. Ooh.
Yeah, tried to go for an empty button, trusting that the sword explosion would create enough visual noise and block stun so that they could get down to the floor. But Alex the Dead was ready for it, and they were able to hit her before she could. Nicely done.
All right, Cadence once again trying to put down this pressure, but Alex with the well-timed burst. As I said before, the answer to everything. We don't hold any pressure in Strive.
Oh, nice. Hits with the 2K, able to extend it out into the combo sequence here with the RC as well for the follow-up. You know, I've talked with Cadence a bunch and commentated with Cadence before, but this is my first time getting to see Cadence's RAM go to work here, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Nice. Gets the wall break as well with the 6H. Has the positive bonus. Uh-oh. There's the RC, able to score the throw afterwards. Still has a positive bonus here, so has a lot of meter on deck. If Cadence can make Alex block a button here, I think we're going to see an RC to extend the pressure just to take advantage of things here. However, maybe just content to let the gun flames come out. Oh, no. Oh, Cadence, don't scare me. Oh, another PRC into the throw. Charge dust here. Has burst available. Okay, yeah, goes ahead and cashes it out.
All right, and Cadence staying alive again.
My heart's racing. My heart's racing. Glad I changed
the best match we could have gone out on.
Glad I changed into my short shorts before I hopped back on commentary because whew, I'm overheated already. And this has been back and forth from all. Oh, no, I was just going to say, this has been back and forth, too, going to Duel 3 on all of these games as well. So a very competitive last set. I don't think these players could have given us a better last set to go out on. This is fantastic. Oh, the PRC throw? Right. Not this time. Caden jumps up and away.
Ooh, interesting
Oh, the juggle here?
interaction there. Ooh, great
Alex is
shimmy.
ready for these really awkward confirms. It's great. That's going to be it. That does
That
it.
is
Alex
a
of the
dead
Dead.
ram.
Alex of the Dead saying, hey, Ram, join me down here in the zombie pool. Nicely done there from Alex of the Dead, taking the win over Cadence, but it was great to see Cadence play on stream. I'm really glad we got to see some of her gameplay. Much love, much
Same.
love. All right, and that is going to be the end of our session today. But before we leave you all, I want to give a couple shout outs here to our sponsors that are making this event happen here and providing some of our prize bonus to make this happen. First up, I want to talk about the Queen of the Hill apparel collection over on the Dynamic Focus store on Acquire's website. All of the merch proceeds from that go towards prize pools and tournaments. So if you want to support these kinds of things and see these kinds of things happen and make players want to play more in these so that they can have larger prize pools. And also, if you just want some nice swag and some cool merch, head on over to the Dynamic Focus store on Acquire's website. And speaking of Dynamic Focus, if you want some merch to represent your favorite bird squad, you can check out Dynamic Focus's store, where they also have official Dynamic Focus gear as well, not just the Queen of the Hill series gear. You can see all those there. Honestly, I kind of want one of those blue, like the short sleeve one over on the far right. I kind of want that one there. Reminds me of Soul's DLC or premium edition color with the Kai colors, but on Soul instead. Kind of makes me think of that. So kind of want to get that one there. You can also check out the official Queen of the Hill series merch, which also we saw a little bit earlier. That's at Acquire, AKQUIRE.ca/dynamic with a K at the end. Then there's also the Matcherino page for today's event. I think we might still have a couple of coupon codes available for that, as well as some sponsor quests that you can contribute with, and you can also contribute directly if you would like to. And of course, also shout outs to Paidia Gaming. Paidia is home to the Paidia portal, where you can make your own free account if you would like to join tournaments and matchmake on the Paidia portal. You can view today's bracket as well if you want to hit exclamation bracket exclamation, no labels, just gaming. And also, just want to give another shout out to Paidia Gaming as well, since there are only a couple of bracket running websites that people use commonly. It's really, really nice to get some variety in there so that we have other places to go with, because having everything funneled through one place can sometimes lead to issues. So having Paidia Gaming as an alternative and having them support a lot of events and supporting a lot of streamers. You saw that Paidia Gaming on the overlays for a lot of our streamers today. They're putting a lot of focus into the scene, and if you want that focus, if we want more of that focus, it's worthwhile to engage in that and so we can try to get some more of it in the future, so we can have more events like this with some people that we don't always get to see in events, which are already going on with other things. That's a lot of words. So sorry. You know our sponsors. Y'all know the routine. Thank you so much for joining us. Ahe, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at AheFGC, and you can also find me every Thursday and Saturday at 8-Bit Donuts in Savannah running Coastal Conquerors. That is
That's
Savannah's premier fighting game local. So if you're in the Savannah area, or if you're in Southeast Georgia, or if you happen to find yourself in Southeast Georgia, feel free to come in and check us out. We are a very welcoming and opening environment, and the place we run our store at, or our event at, has great donuts. So just come in for the donuts and stay for the fighting games.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Georgia scene. The Georgia scene has a lot of extremely strong players across a lot of games, especially in the anime scene as well. So yeah, if you're down in the Georgia area, go hit up Coastal Conquerors. You can find me at SwellGGs on Twitter, talk about fighting games and gay shit. And yeah, feel free to give me a follow if you'd like and you want to hear some more of that. And once more, shout outs to all of our players that were part of this today. Do we have a point total that we can see before we sign off? Okay. We're still totaling those up, so we're not going to have that just yet, but that should be on the bracket page if y'all want to check it later. And the top 8 will be happening on the Dynamic Focus Twitch channel tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. I believe Ahe will be there as one of the commentators, and not sure who else you're going to be joined by, but yes. I believe that is everything. Big thanks to our production squad making it happen. This has been the Queen of the Hill Versus series with Guilty Gear Strive from Paidia Gaming. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors, and thanks to you all for watching. Bye, everybody.